Alright, you guys wake up, ready to go take the elemental trial, some kind of religious rite of passage or something that apparently will yield some kind of a blessing or boon from the elemental spirits if you succeed. Normally it's reserved for the religious elite of the Emerald Kingdom, but apparently the spirits have invited you to give it a shot because you rescued the flower.
Cool. As Tath is getting ready to more, we should rescue flowers more often.
That just means we have to do more trials.
Cool.
Are we still getting paid for this?
You are.
Cool.
Thank you, omnipotent voice. I'm glad the nature spirits are listening. Thank you, bird. I'm speaking to the bird. Bird, are we still getting paid for this? You are. What a kind bird. Go shit on the goblin again for me.
What? You did this!
Friend of nature.
That's why you trained in diplomacy.
That's exactly right. I wonder what these trials are like. I bet they'll be difficult.
I don't know, I feel like the spirits are already biased towards us. They can't be that hard, right?
It's those that you love that put you through the most challenge.
We basically already proved ourselves.
I doubt anything with the spirits will be easy.
What do you know about spirits, Gron? You're the nature friend.
I know a lot about spirits. They're beautiful and mysterious and feisty. They're like women, and I don't understand.
For the sake of preparation, I should ask Gron, are you heal capable today?
Should I be?
I mean, look at us.
You're the designated healer, looks like.
Unfortunately, the nature spirits are not as bountiful as they are to other members of our party, but in a pinch I can ask for.
Sounds good. I've got my heal, of course, and Victor as well. Victor.
Except for Victor, yeah. I've got onions and holy water and garlic with that.
Victor's gonna take a couple steps back and be like...
My shield is still covered with garlic. Back.
Did you say onions?
I did say onions.
We forget which vegetable it is, so we brought them all.
I went to the shopping market and they were all out of garlic, some kind of plague.
He just walks into the fucking vampire HQ in the Obsidian Kingdom. Stay back, I've got onions! I got red onions, yellow onions. They just
Yes, he's going to make us a nice stir fry.
murder the fuck out of him.
He's going to season himself before we drink it.
Sorry, there's a shortage of garlic.
Some nice chives. Stay back, I have chives!
iPads in.
Nothing there.
Your audio got a little funky.
You went from headset to speaker.
Yeah, what just happened to your voice?
Whoop! It seemed I have unplugged my headset.
Dan's voice is back, yeah.
The spirits will test us, our mind, body, and soul.
Alright, I got body covered.
I don't know if I still have a soul.
Then you can do mind then.
Tath's gonna give her like her D20 a roll. Just say, it's gonna be a good day.
13's pretty average.
It's gonna be an above average day though. Slightly, but
Just slightly.
we'll be
You're lucky
fine.
to stabilize at 13 sometime.
I don't know if I hit most things on a 13.
We'll be
I've
fine.
ever hit anything on a 13 except for a slide. Alright, do we know where the trials are they back in the kingdom?
I assume it'll be back at the palace.
You would be right.
Well, let's get this over with.
You sound like you don't want to be here, Rylian.
What gives you that idea? I just
Let's-
want to get my reward already.
It's the experience that makes us strong, though, not the end.
That's very wise.
We're getting experience too.
Literally and figuratively.
Oh, great. Now I've become a philosophizer.
A what?
Stay away with your philosophization.
Oh.
Okay,
I
wait a
don't
second.
prescribe.
Why does Victor have the lowest HP of this party?
Because he's the lowest level.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Everyone
you're
else
actually
is
like in
fine.
the same ballpark for how different level you are.
Yeah, we're all level 5. You're level 4.
You're
Nah.
still like just barely behind.
I was like, wait a second, what? Okay, that's fine.
Is this gonna level Victor?
Ooh, might.
420, 420 blazing.
Maybe 420. That might, yeah. This is Victor.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
We'll light it and celebrate with the 420. That's how I remember. I don't remember what we get base, but if
Go-
we're one level higher.
Go
we
hang
get-
out with Herbalist Boker.
Oh yeah. I'm a midnight boker.
He'll hook you up.
He didn't seem too concerned that he lost his memory, so it's alright.
He probably wouldn't have even remembered that we got him.
Too bad we couldn't get the Huntress's memory back. She seemed pretty adamant about it.
Yeah. And he probably would have just paid us some weed.
Alright, so in no time at all, you guys find your way back to the Emerald Kingdom. Pass through into the secret hidden city that you visit on a daily basis.
But I hope nobody's watching.
It's secret from other people.
Not so secret city.
Yeah. A lot of gnomes walking around, going about their daily business. Same old, same old. You guys gonna just kind of make a beeline for the temple, or what?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. Alright. So, yeah, you just head right on over. And, upon arrival, our guard is out front. He's, pacing in front of the front door with his staff out. And he stops and faces you. Huh? Who goes there?
It's like the third time we've been here.
How many times are you gonna ask us who we are?
I don't know this one. He goes up to Victor and he kind of like pokes you with his staff. What manner of creature are you?
What do you mean? I've been here before.
Hmm.
When we first came to visit the princess.
Hmm. Very well.
You passed the quiz.
And he'll allow you guys entrance.
It's alright. Your diligence is appreciated and understood.
Hers what?
Diligence. It means he's good at his job.
You head inside and you find that the main hall of the temple is empty, but you spot Aiko outside, like the back, like through, and she's out by the waterfall, like overlooking the ravine.
Little lady. Nice to see you again.
Ah, heroes, you've come. Please join me.
Very well.
I like sit on a rock by the waterfall.
I'll just stand in the waterfall like some kind of epic action here. With the water falling in my face.
Tath will turn her halberd into a bow staff, so it's not a bladed weapon anymore.
Okay. The waters of the sacred waterfall flow down, all the way down, into the ancient valley. The ravine at the bottom of this cliff is vast and dark, and it is filled with a permeating fog, a fog which never clears. That is why we call it the Fogwood.
That got something to do with the spirits?
In truth, the fog which fills this ravine is alive. It is a water elemental, sentient, and a manifestation of the primordial's protection.
Why is
You
he
must-
making all that fog?
The ravine is sacred ground. It is protected. You must traverse the fogwood, and it will test you.
Rylian like looks around. Is there like a way down?
Yeah, getting down's not really a problem. There's like a path,
Okay.
but it's like once you get down there, it's this huge ravine that's full of living fog, apparently.
Alright, well, hopefully we will pass the trials.
Take heed. People tend to see and experience things in fog.
Like what?
It will test your very being. What you experience may be in your head, but that doesn't make it any less real. If you die in the fogwood, you will not return. Do not mistake it for a dream.
Understood.
Good to know.
Looking around at the party, Tath think, I think if we're all true to our nature, we should be fine.
I am an expert in nature.
Friend of it.
Expert and friend and professional in nature.
We might survive the trial anyway.
Gron always sounds like someone who is trying to like impersonate a druid. Yes, I am an expert on all things nature, like leaves and
Exotic animals, which I am.
animal, for example.
Look at my exotic beast, plus
I
11.
I am a druid.
Uh-oh. I am a druid. Look how exotic I
Why
am.
does he always talk like he's like pretending to be a druid, like badly trying to convince people? Like, all right, I am a friend of all things nature.
Hello, friendly
That's
humans.
me.
I am human.
Yeah, like, God.
Earthlings, greetings.
Be careful down there. I shall pray for your return.
As will we.
I will be back in no time. What are you so worried about, Tath? It'll be fine.
I don't have to be worried to pray for a safe return.
You already rolled that die of yours earlier today. You know it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a slightly above average day.
Alright. You're right.
I hope above average is not dying.
Hope so too. Otherwise, we've been exceptionally lucky through thus far.
We have quite violent dreams because I've prepped nothing but combat spells. So it is quite violent of a dream. It'll be death to everyone, trust me. But I can't even do anything about fog, and I'm a druid, so good luck, fog. Not even a gust of wind. Can't even do that. So
If we get separated in there,
I'll shoot lightning bolts in the sky. You'll see.
maybe we should tie like ropes around ourselves,
Oh, might be smart.
or at least
Or
hold on to a rope and don't let go.
So
Kids,
I
like,
go.
Disneyland.
Aiko heads. She heads back into the temple and leaves you guys to make the trek down to the fogwood.
Maybe we should just hold on to a rope.
I think we can stick close together and be fine.
Stay
Okay,
there
well,
until you get separated.
first time we get separated, I'm going to bring that up.
We should be fine without a rope. Let's head down.
I will hold the rope and will not get lost. And then
Look, I'm not gonna be the only one to hold the rope with you,
You and
okay?
I will hold hands. Never get lost.
Who needs a rope when you can just use hands?
Sure, that's right. It stays on the material cost of nature. That's right.
All right, so you guys head down.
Yep.
Suppose so.
So it takes a while to get down there, but as the party reaches the base of the ravine, it is indeed a thick fog surrounding these woods. And ahead of you, the fog sort of opens. It creates like a path into the woods, like a single file entrance into the fogwood for you.
What if I try to stick a hand, like, into the fog where it's not, like, creating an entrance for us?
It's just fog. You stick your hand in there and you can't see your hand anymore. The fog is so thick that your arm feels wet when you put it in there.
Mm.
Tath will go through the opening that's provided. I'll take this as an invitation.
Seems like it.
Very well.
Yeah.
Who goes in after Tath?
Ooh.
My.
I'll
Victor,
go.
well,
Oh, okay, Victor. Whoever.
Tath, Victor, then what? Then who?
Gron.
Okay, then Gron, and then are you taking up the rear Rylian?
Rylian.
Suppose so. Yeah. He's too like preoccupied like touching it to go in until after everyone's already gone in.
After we're in,
Alrighty.
like Tath will be like, Rylian, what did we say about splitting up?
This is why we need a rope.
Grab my hand.
All right.
Just hands
So
on the
Tath-
shoulders of the person in front of you. Make a conga line.
Yeah. So actually, you guys enter the fog, and Tath, you step in. It gets so thick you like can't see anything. When you say that, you don't get a response from your party.
Uh-oh. 18 inches into the
Shot
fog
down
and you're
so
lost.
soon.
And like after like calling out of the party and getting no response, Tath will be like, I have never been proven so wrong.
Where you're going, you won't need no rope.
You hear shuffling of feet ahead of you. It sounds like people in armor, and there's whispering, almost like a crowd of people ahead of you.
Okay, I'll shift my weapon back to its normal state, and approach sort of somewhat casually, not like on guard or anything. Just approach where I'm
Got
hearing the
it.
sounds come from.
All right. You emerge from the fog into a city street. It looks like it might be the capital. There's a bunch of guards surrounding a dead body with like daggers in the guy's back, and they're like talking like it's a murder scene. You see a bunch of people like trying to get a look at it, and there's people like whispering about what happened.
Alright, Tath will walk up to see if she can get a closer look then.
The corpse's eyes shoot open and it looks right at you. And the dead man like chokes out, "Your fault."
Do I recognize him?
You don't. You hear something slump against a wall nearby, and another dead body just like falls on a crate in an alley nearby, and it just goes, "Your fault. You did this." The street starts to fill with blood.
Are the guards? What are the guards doing right now?
The guards are discussing the murder like you're not there, and they aren't noticing the corpses talking or the blood.
Okay.
Behind you, you hear a familiar voice say, "You were right there."
I turn around to face it.
You see Devon's pale, like blood-bloated corpse collapsed in the road, staring right at you with white eyes. You were right there and you did nothing.
I tried. There wasn't anything I could do.
Another dead body like falls off of the roof of a house and lands in an alley and goes, "You did this."
Not this. I didn't do all of this.
Devon says,
Did I?
"You could have stopped them, but you just left with him."
What happened? What happened after we left?
You feel a hand on your shoulder.
She'll kind of whip around. She's a little on edge now.
Yeah. You whip around, there's like no one there, but you just hear whispers all around you. You left with him.
Him who?
Whisper's still killing. He's still killing. You did nothing. And you're sleeping in the same room with the one who made the poison.
What?
Devon says, "The poison that killed me. The poisoner."
Tath kind of narrows her eyes and just nods. I think I understand. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Give me a fortitude save.
Man, way to out Dolgren like that.
What?
Okay. Your veins are turning like visibly purple. And you feel your heart like hurts. You manage to stave off the poison this round, but nothing's like puncturing you or anything, but somehow you feel like your body's filling up with poison. And all the dead bodies are saying, "You deserve this. It should have been you."
Tath will just look back to Devon and say, I know it should have been me. I was trying to keep you safe. Trying to put myself between you and the danger. I would rather it have been me than someone else that was under my protection.
Alright, give me another fort save. Okay, you're doing pretty good, yeah. Devon's body starts to like pull itself along the floor, like smearing blood along the road as it drags itself towards you with bloody knuckles. You should just die here. Just let it happen.
I can't. There's still people that need protection. I'm sorry for what happened here, but there's nothing I can do right now.
You hear someone unsheath a blade behind you.
She'll glance over her shoulder to see who it is.
When you glance over your shoulder, you suddenly find yourself at the site of Devon's murder, surrounded by faceless assassins. They're all dressed like Whisper's assassins, but their faces are just bare skin, no eyes, nose, or mouth. Just like blank flesh.
Gosh, looking around at all these.
Roll initiative.
Okay, I was gonna have Tath.
Have they used that rope?
Somebody's wishing they had grabbed the rope.
Grab the rope.
About now. Oh, very good initiative.
All right, your turn.
Okay. Is Devin's body still around in the area?
You don't see it anywhere. You're like in a whole new place now. There is a smear of blood where he fell when he was killed.
Okay. Do I still feel that that poison in the atmosphere?
Not in the atmosphere,
Or
but
whatever's
in you. Yes, at the end of your turns, you'll have to make fort saves.
Okay. Is it? I want to look around and see if there's anybody that might also be threatened by these assassins.
Doesn't look like anyone.
Okay.
It's just you and them.
I'm debating of whether fighting is the right thing to do here. Because I'm definitely gonna get swamped and massacred by these guys if I try to fight them all. And Tath will just say out loud to nobody in particular, like, "I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. But if there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I can do. Some things are out of my control." And she's going to move there. I don't know if I'm going to provoke attacks from those guys.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. I'll move out to here. And move the rest of the way out if I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you keep going. You end up here.
Alright.
It loops.
That was 3 moves.
Yep. This one jumps down from the roof.
Miss. Hit.
Why did she need that fort save at the end of her turn?
Oh yeah, give me a fort save. Yeah. You good?
Yep.
You take 1 piercing damage.
Oh.
And give me another fort save. Okay. You take 45 poison damage.
Oh, fuck.
The knife sinks into your stomach and like just purple runs all the way up through your veins. You feel your heart seize up. And a lot of these faceless guys, they're just kind of shambling. They're not moving very quickly. They're moving almost like they're just sort of mindless. But they are like drawn towards you. They've all got these daggers dripping with poison.
Shit, that's not good.
Alright, your go.
Damn, that hurt. Guess that was the poison that killed Devin.
It was the first fort save you failed.
Yeah. Gosh. All right, I'll take a swing at the guy in front of me. See what I can do with that.
Alright, yeah, you hit him. You slice through him and he just like explodes into black fog and dissipates.
Yeah, as she swipes through, like, she's kind of taken aback for a second. She'll swing at the other one right next to me and again say, like, there wasn't anything I could do. -5. Or 8.
Yep, he just explodes into fog. It's
Okay.
gone.
Alright, and then I'll spend 1 action to move back the way I came.
Okay. It'll loop you to
Like-
there. You can continue your move from
Yeah,
there.
I'll go. Let me see where people were. That one's there.
All right. Give me a fort save at the end of your turn.
Alright.
Yep, you're good. And then a lot of them just kind of, they just like move as a group,
Uh-huh.
just moving towards you slowly.
Okay. At least it's slow. I might be able to use my reach against them at some point. Miss.
All right, your turn.
Alright, swiping at the guy right next to me.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And then the next guy up. Using my reach here.
Got him.
Okay. And I will take. Actually, hang on a second. He can get to me, but I'll use my lay on hands to gain some health back.
Okay. Cool.
And she'll just sort of shout out to the nothingness, like, "I wish there was something I could have done, but there wasn't."
Okay. Give me a fort save.
Miss,
Ooh. All right.
miss.
All right. Your turn.
All right, swing and swing. I think. Let's see, swing. And do I get the feeling these guys only have 1 health?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely do. You
All
definitely
right.
get the feeling you're just like basically cut through fog with your weapon here.
Mhm. Okay. That was my last action. I'll move back to here.
You want to loop again?
No, not transitioning this time. Just backing up enough to keep some of them at reach, so I'm not swarmed by all of them at the same time.
What do you have to say this time?
At this point, she's pretty much spoken her mind.
Okay.
Things were not in her control.
Are you done?
Yep, things weren't in her
All right.
control, and she's sorry about it.
No, I heard you.
Yeah.
I was seeing if you wanted to say anything else.
No.
All right.
Oh Lord, they come.
Oh, they coming.
Oh, here they come.
Miss.
All right, your turn.
Gosh, this is getting.
Little nerve-wracking, huh?
Yeah, there's that, and then 1, 2. And I'll move back. Let's see, 15 feet into the other, onto the loop.
Death by Pac-Man.
Yeah, so like that. Just sort of backing up slowly, just like taking them out as I can, as they get to me.
Mm-hmm.
And an AoE would be great. Fort save.
Wow. Super
Yeah.
Giga Crit.
You are rolling like a maniac.
Kind of like gritting through her teeth as her veins feel like they're on fire right now.
So, Victor,
Oh.
Sure.
you're walking through the fog and you emerge into this alleyway and there's all these fucking faceless assassins shambling around.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so they all kind of collectively move up this way.
Huh?
Just as like a group. They're all like going towards that direction. So now, Victor, you can go ahead. You don't actually see Tath from where you are.
Yeah. Victor will try to he'll go up here, and he'll
You can cut
What?
that guy's feet, yeah, if you want.
well, I mean, do I?
You don't know,
get-
yeah.
I don't know if they're hostile, right?
Yeah, you don't
Like,
know. It doesn't seem to respond to you.
Victor, yeah,
admittedly.
he's basically gonna call out, and he's gonna be like, what's going on? He's gonna try to get the attention of this guy and be like,
Yeah, it doesn't even look at you.
Do I
Doesn't-
hear
It
it?
acts like you're not even there. Yeah, you'll hear Victor.
Okay. Yeah, and then Tath
You
will,
want-
Tath will call out to him upon hearing the sound. Like, Victor, where are you?
huh? Tath? Oh, I don't know. He'll look around and be like, is this the capital?
Yeah, it looks like the capital.
Can I follow her voice?
Totally.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go there. Be like, oh, hey. And then he'll move up to her, I guess, as far as he can
How
go.
does Tath look to Victor right now?
So it's Tath's turn now.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, and to Victor, Tath just looks like Tath, except purple veins.
And faces in pain, clearly.
Yeah.
Are you okay? You don't look so hot.
I think I'm dying.
Oh. That's not that bad.
These guys go
Yeah,
down
no.
easily, fortunately. And I'll delay my turn until something moves closer.
Okay. I mean, they absolutely do. Yeah. They're coming in.
Okay.
So if you want, you can you can just go.
Yeah, I didn't mean to skip my turn entirely.
Also, Victor, this guy provoked your attack of op if you
Swing.
want to take it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Oh, 17 does hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging again. That's a minus with a -5 on that one. Didn't add it.
Yeah, Victor, your sword goes through it, and the dude just explodes into black fog.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be taken aback, oh.
So this guy actually could have. Yeah.
Yeah, they go down easily. But they hurt. Miss. Miss.
Okay. Now it is Victor's turn.
Victor will move to here. He'll swing at this guy, I guess.
Cool. Yep, you cut him right in half.
And then I'll raise my shield.
Okay. Tath, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to switch my weapon to a bow staff.
Okay.
Swing at the guy on the rooftop above me.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take a parry stance.
Makes sense. So they are coming in now.
They hurt.
So this is gonna be.
They hurt.
Oh, give me a fort save at the end of your turn.
Oh,
Tath.
right. Doop.
Oh, they have the dreaded murder rectangle for me. With a little pot holder.
So here's 3 attacks on Tath.
Miss. Miss. Hit.
Oh!
Ow, big hit.
That doesn't crit damage. You are the most dead person.
Okay, is
So
that
2
minus?
damage.
That's 4. Is that 4 though? Because it's
Yeah,
a crit.
4. And then you just have to make a fort save.
Oh, just a fort save, yeah.
You pass, it's only normal damage.
Fuck, I want to use my hero point on that.
Okay.
Fuck!
Oh.
It's getting worse.
I mean, poison doesn't double.
Okay.
It's just poison. You just get
Yeah,
the poison.
still, though,
it just does what it does.
Probably down. No, I'm not!
39.
Wow.
Poison
Wow.
Oh.
Poison does what it
Ah! Yeah, and Tath's like very much in pain right now. Oh, it burns. It burns.
So now
Oh.
for Victor, 15, 21, probably not even close.
Yeah, no.
And then, 25.
Ooh, that hits.
With your shield raised.
Yeah, that
what's
hits.
Glimpse of
24.
redemption, because I know it's gonna hurt. One
Okay.
way or another.
Well, you'll take 0 from that because of Glimpse of Redemption. But, just give me a fort save. You get a +1 to that because this is poison. And then your vampire feat gives you a +1.
Yeah. This one. Alright.
Oh,
No.
fuck.
Oh no.
Do you want to hero point that?
Uh-oh,
Yes.
this is never what you want to hear
Okay.
from yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay.
Ugh.
That's bullshit.
It's the vampire
Yeah.
bane poison the whole time.
Much better.
Yep. So now it is Victor's turn.
I'm gonna turn to face this one and attack it.
Okay. Got him.
And then this. Well, can I reach that one? Yeah, I can reach
Yeah.
that one. Oh, that's damage.
You get him.
I'm gonna raise my shield.
Yeah, even if 15 hits these guys. Tath.
Swing. Swing.
Who are you getting with these?
Let's start on. Let's go to my right side, like work clockwise. Yeah.
Cool.
And then parry. Actually, no. I'm gonna take a third swing. Actually,
Okay.
-10.
Oh, good roll.
Thin out the herd a little bit more.
Fort save.
Yeah.
All right, you're good. Here is quite possibly the final round of attacks. We'll start with Tath.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
Ooh, lucky, lucky.
The heart rate.
Dice
Right
God
now.
is on my side.
All right, Victor. What's your AC? 24.
24.
Glimpse of redemption.
Yeah, so no damage from that. Just give me a.
If he takes no damage from the dagger, does it even do poison?
Oh, that's a fair point.
Oh.
That's a solid point. Actually, the poison doesn't happen if he didn't take damage. No, resistance can't reduce damage to. Can it reduce damage to 0? Okay, hold on.
I look up a roll now. Thank Mark.
I mean, this matters a lot. Minimum of 0 damage. Yeah. So actually, Victor, you can have your hero point back.
Oh.
Because both times Glimpse of Redemption would have prevented the poison from occurring. Yeah.
Nice.
So then, let's see, how many more shots do I get on you? That was my first, so... Miss, and then... Miss! Alright, y'all's turns. Victor's turn.
I'll attack the guy behind me.
Okay. Got him.
That's 5. And attack that one. Oh, okay, or that one. That one works too. And then raise my shield.
What? Oh.
I guess I could just.
They go down
Okay,
pretty easily.
I'll-
We have
I'll-
not missed yet.
Yeah, that's true. I'll attack that guy too.
-10.
You jinxed it.
I'm a -10.
just a poor level 4 character, Mark. Can't give it the -10.
So you actually miss.
No.
Tath.
Like, don't worry, I got you covered. Swing. -5. Swing.
Wow.
-10. Swing. And fort save.
Wow.
The last one's going to attack Tath.
Of course.
I mean, it is Tath's dream.
Ow.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Of
I'm down either way.
The 2 damage brings you down.
Yeah, 2 damage would be enough to bring me down, so.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah, so it stabs. Tath goes down. Victor, your go.
Her last word as she fades up to be like, I'm sorry.
Get out of here.
Alright, so Tath is dying too, because crit. Give me a fort save as well, Tath, at the end of your turn. Okay, so you don't get any more dying from the poison.
Well, I don't have a potion on me. Does Tath have a potion I can see?
Let me see. Yes, I have a lesser healing potion on me.
Okay. Well, I will take that potion out and shove it down her throat.
Alright, so you pull the potion out to give it to Tath. And, but all of a sudden, things shift. And, you find that you're no longer in the alleyway anymore. Let's see. You find that you are now standing in the Hall of Heroes that's part of your family home. And instead of holding Tath, there's a body in your arms, but it's not Tath's body anymore. The body in your arms is now your sister. Her body feels kind of cold, and most of the blood is gone from her body. There's like 2 big wounds on her neck. You feel wet warmth running down your chin and neck and like down your chest.
Rose? And he'll like shake her, like trying to like wake her up.
You, when you look across the room, you see your family onlooking with like expressions of horror. Except for your grandfather, who just looks solemn. And, without a word, he opens the back door and ushers your parents out. And then he closes it, and he unsheathes his sword.
Grandpa, what's happening?
It was too much for you, I suppose.
What do you mean? I don't know what's going on.
You can take your own life, or I can do it for you. If you were a man, you would do it yourself. To see what you become. I was a fool to think you could still call yourself a Grey Root when you're not even human anymore. She paid the price.
This is not true. I am still a Grey Root. I am still your grandson. And I did not do this. And he'll like drop his sister's body.
Walter begins to walk towards like the back door out into the courtyard. Come, let us not sully this place. Time for talk is over.
Victor will follow him.
Oh, whoops. I think I had you on the wrong page.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah,
in
you
the
did.
combat.
Y'all need to tell me. Oh well, it's okay.
Oh, we're
How
using
are
our
we
theater,
supposed
our
to know?
minds. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. My bad. So this was Anyway, yeah. Mm. I'm just gonna keep you here for a sec because you were supposed to.
Let us
You were
soak in.
supposed to be seeing this.
Gron will
Yeah.
do the reenactment. Rose, what did I do?
Shut,
Very rude.
shut up.
You did, Gron. Why did you murder her? I don't.
This place. So I have to use initiative. Well, goodbye, everyone. Victor wishes you all a good life. No.
He goes like 3 times.
Yeah,
for
I get
you
3
go
times.
once.
Yeah. Very balanced.
he he has a sword out and his shield, and he moves to here. Shield blocks and takes 1 swing at you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that crits, I think.
So he did power attack, so it's only 42.
Oh, God.
You got this, Victor. You got this.
Grandpa, please, listen to me.
You aren't human anymore. It's my fault I let it come this far. It's my fault that your sister's dead. I let this happen.
Does Victor, like, remember, like, going into the fog and remembers the warning and stuff? Or is this, like...
Everything. No,
Everything.
everything happened. You remember being, and you were like holding Tath, and then suddenly you were holding
Okay.
your sister instead
Making sure.
of Tath. Like, yeah. No, trippy as fuck. Like, shit, you're definitely being fucked with.
Grandpa, I know I'm not human anymore. I know that I'm dead, even. And I've come to terms with that. You know I would never do something like that.
Roll me a diplomacy.
I regret asking for a violent dream. I would prefer a nice dream. Filled with rainbows and unicorns.
Oh, no.
Alright, well, continue with your turn.
Oh, God.
What actions do you take? It's up to you what to do.
Victor's gonna just freaking nope out. He, like, knows he can't fight his grandpa. So he's just gonna, like, leave, like, go over here. Be like, I will
Okay.
not strike you, Grandpa.
Did you heal your 1 hit point?
Oh, my 2 hit
2
points,
hit
thank
points.
Two
Oh
hit
wow.
points.
2 hit points, nice.
you. There we go.
Alrighty. Meanwhile, so how much was that potion for, Tath? Actually, it doesn't matter. Tath, you wake up in this hall, in like a pool of blood. You don't feel poisoned anymore. You're actually full health.
Oh.
but there are like two little wounds on your neck, and you're in a white dress.
I'm fine, really. I was playing.
That's kind of like raises her eyebrow and looks down at her. She's like, "What the fuck am I wearing?"
These aren't my tits.
No, I mean you're definitely still
Oh,
Tath.
very good.
Is my weapon anywhere nearby?
You look around. Eventually, you spot it in your peripheral. When you move to get it, you feel a little heavier and see that you're back in your armor again now.
Okay, that was weird. I'll go over and get my weapon.
Okay. Outside in the courtyard, you hear clanging like metal against metal.
I will head out in that direction then.
Okay.
Hmm.
So roll your initiative.
Let's see. Was my potion consumed or no?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, that never even happened. All right. And then Gron, you when you enter the fog, you emerge in this courtyard. You were the third person in. And that you just emerge in this courtyard, you see Victor fucking fighting Walter Greyroot.
Oh,
There's,
hey,
like,
Mr. Greyroot,
Blood
how
all
are
over the
you
place.
today? What are you
Roll
doing?
it. You roll an ish for me.
How's everyone doing? I'm Gron, friend of nature, rolling initiative.
Don't forget it.
There we go. Okay. New turn order. So yeah, Walter just double moves up to you and shield blocks. The gate is locked, so it doesn't look like there's anywhere for you to go. And he kind of stands his ground right here. And says there's no point in running. And it looks like he may take an opportunity attack if you try to nope out again. He completely ignores what Gron said, almost like he couldn't even hear him.
Do I see Tath, or is these like hedge mages blocking me?
No, you can see her over there, yeah.
Hey Tath, what are you wearing?
No,
Back
she's
in my
back in her armor. Yeah. Back in the
Alright.
armor.
Only a bride briefly.
I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna move up here and be like, "Ooh, are we doing some sparring? This is fun." I did have to double move to get up there though, so I will just raise my shield.
Okay. Victor, do you want to? You can respond. You can talk to them.
Gron, stay back. My grandfather is... I don't know. He thinks I did something, but don't try to attack him. He's way too strong. He'll just kill you.
Oh, okay.
Tath.
Am I able to move through like are there any walls here that I should be aware of, or do I have to? Can I just move straight or around?
The hedges and bushes are like waist to chest height.
Okay.
So I would consider it difficult terrain to like vault over the hedges and
I've
shit.
got enough space to do what I want anyway.
Like you can see over them, but yeah.
Tath will run along this path, and just say, "Lord Greyroot, hold!"
Again, he doesn't even seem to hear you. Like Victor can see and hear you. Walter doesn't respond to you.
Okay.
Victor.
Victor's gonna just, like, raise his shield, and he's just gonna, like... Whatever you think I've done, I haven't. I would never. It's my sister.
Give me a diploma. Or go ahead, sorry.
Yeah.
But diplomacy when you're done.
Oh, better.
Okay. He kind of hesitates.
I'm still me. I'm still Victor Greyroot. I'm not some monster just because I'm undead.
He grabs you by the shoulders. Maybe now. But for how long? How can you know?
I will not allow myself to become a monster. I am stronger than that. You should have faith in me.
Give me a will save.
Grandpa's a basilisk.
No, I want to see the. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean, that was. I want to see the strength of Victor's resolve, because that was a pretty like
Oh.
strong answer, like a very self-assured answer. So yeah. All right. Victor. So Walter lets go of you. Says, you know what you have to do. If this is ever real, if you ever lose control, you have to do it. And he puts like his sword to his own neck. You know that.
If I ever even begin to lose control over myself, I assure you I will take care of my own head.
Suddenly the wind picks up. Like huge gusts of wind, frigid cold wind starts to
Uh-oh. No, not
Oh boy.
Run now.
and it gets really like snow and flurries start to kick up, and it gets really hard to see one another. You like can't see each other anymore. Like Tath and Victor can because they're right over here, but Gron way over here, Gron can no longer see his
Oh no.
his companions anymore. So you're just in like a blizzard right now, Gron.
All right, I'm gonna take out my snow survival gear.
All right. So you can't see like anything. And then suddenly you feel a hand on your shoulder. Like a firm hand.
I grunt and turn around while I'm like putting on some warmer clothing.
And it is this orc right here. And he goes, "Troll, don't fall behind." And as the blizzard kind of clears, you see that you're in like a warband of Grim Legion orcs, and this is some sort of war leader. And
I don't take answers from you.
And everyone, like the whole warband goes silent, and they all look at you like a bunch of super fucking high level orcs. and he goes, "What the hell did you just say?"
I look down, look around, and I'm just like, I don't take answers from you.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. I'm really good at those. Oh.
Okay, you feel like you're possibly about to get yourself killed. The party was explicitly warned that dying in here would actually mean dying. You're pretty fucking sure you could not take these guys. He seems to be under the misimpression that you're like one of his. So as much as it sucks, I mean, obviously, if you want to roleplay Gron that way, I get where you're coming from and respect it. But your intelligence check tells you that it is very possible you're about to get your character killed. So
Okay.
maybe take a moment to think about this for a sec before you tell him to go tell the level shit what is he, level 11, to go fuck himself. Like,
It's like, oh, sorry, sir. I thought you were someone else, of course. And I'll like fall back in line, I guess.
yeah, after, I mean, I'm sure that's not easy to say, but
Yeah.
like you think about it, and it's like they were just gonna kill you. Yeah.
If I die now, then I won't actually be able to do anything about it. So yeah.
Right. And some of the orcs mutter shit like, the snow got to him. It's the cold. We've been out here too long without anything to eat. He's going crazy. One of them's like, I'm going crazy. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And the war leader goes, shut up, we're going. We're almost there. And the war band starts to march. And the war leader goes, Drow! And he's yelling at you again. Grab that rope, help them heave the cage.
Is the cage empty or full of something?
So there's a cage with some ropes, and like there's a few orcs helping drag it along. And the cage is full of what looks like humans, like women and children, in like rags. A lot of them are real badly bruised or have like cuts and stuff on their faces.
All right, I'll grab the rope.
All right, start pulling it along. As you're pulling the cage along, one of the women like sticks her face out between the bars, and it's like, please let my children go. You can do whatever you want to me, please. They're just children.
They'd die in the blizzard anyway. You're safer here.
One of the orcs like elbows you. Hey, what are you talking to the meat for?
Oh, just giving it some hope. It tastes better when they're full of hope.
Alrighty. So
Where are we going anyway?
back to the camp. And up ahead, as the blizzard clears, you see something coming into view, and it looks like this big fucking like war camp in front of this fortress that's like built into the side of a frozen mountain.
Alright, I guess at the thought of some shelter and maybe escape from this nightmare, I'll just try to pick up my pace with Cage.
Yeah. So the war leader, their heads on, like goes on ahead, and the war band continues to move forward until they're entering the camp. As you enter the orc camp, you hear like screams. You see and you pass through this walkway that goes up to the camp where there's lines of huge wooden posts, like wooden crosses, and there's people strung up on them, like humans and elves, men, women, even some kids, and they've been strung up there by their wrists for like days or weeks. Some of them have already died. The ones who haven't died like beg you to put them out of their misery as you pass by.
Yeah,
Please, just
do my best to try to ignore him, yeah.
Yeah. Like they've been starving and like out in the cold for days and days. And once you kind of get into the thick of the war camp, there's orcs everywhere, like hundreds. And there's like drums beating. There's all these huge tents and stuff. And one of the orcs that's hauling the cage with you says, I'll take it from here.
Alright, I'll like click my boots together and give a grunt and try to head off.
Yeah. As you're walking away, you see some other orcs come to collect the cage, and they start to like pull it into the stone fortress. And as they're pulling the cage into the stone fortress, you see unconscious inside the cage Victor, Tath, and Rylian in rags, unconscious in the cage.
My eyes will just like go wide and I'll try to just like follow the cage, I guess.
You know, by the time you turn around, they've like pulled it in and they shut the big fucking doors, and there's like a million guards all in front of it.
Okay, I'll like try to approach.
Thanks for the party, White Gron.
All right, so you head up there, and one of the guards is like, "What do you want, Beast Keeper?"
Oh, I was sort of supposed to check inside. War Master's orders.
Give me a deception check.
I'm really just about as good as that same as intelligence. So.
It's okay. They're just as bad at.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
I'm at 7.
Get out of here! I catch you lying about War Leader again, I'll have your head! Go tend to your beasts!
Oh, I'm actually excited to see what kind of beasts I have. I'm gonna go look for some beasts.
Yeah, well, apparently,
Talking about those schmucks.
it seems like everyone thinks that you're some orc named Drawl. Everyone
Oh,
keeps
yeah.
calling you Drawl or Beastmaster, so they seem to think your job here is to, like, take care of some animals or something. You're not really sure where you're supposed to go for that, though. It's a big camp. It's not that you actually have any of Drawl's knowledge or memories, so you don't, like, know where the fuck that would be.
I guess I'll be like almost like one of the other orcs around, not one of the guards, would just be like, oh, I seem to have got turned around in the snow. Where's my tent?
Ugh, stupid! Beasts over there!
They're howling at me.
I hear him.
I'm coming, beast friends.
Alright, so you head over there.
Yeah, I'll have them for them.
So you head over to a tent where, yeah, there's like a bunch of winter wolves all like tied up to a post inside of this big tent. Like big fucking dire wolves, like white dire wolves. And one of the orcs is waiting near the tent for you. And he's got some human kid that he's like holding by the collar. Got the meat for your dogs! And he kind of like hands the leash over to you, to this like human boy, like this 12-year-old human boy.
Oh, thank you. You're dismissed.
Uh-huh. And he stomps away. And he did that like this is normal fare. Like this is something that Drawl did frequently.
It's 3 o'clock feeding. The
Does Gron know his dad's name, out of curiosity? Like, does he know that?
That's a good question. I think he was pretty young when all this happened, but I think it's possible.
Okay, well, if Gron knows his dad was named Drawl, then that gives all of this a lot more significance.
It does, yeah.
So I think that's
Figured out.
important. Yeah, I think that's important to keep in mind, that he knows that this is like a day in the life of his dad.
Yeah.
When his dad was in the Legion. Yeah.
Little kid isn't me though, is it? Not like a little wolf.
No, the kid is just some kid. Apparently, your dad fed kids to wolves.
Okay. I'm gonna like get him in my tent out of sight from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sort of like, all right. Do you know your way back home?
The kid's like crying, like hysterically. He doesn't know where anything is. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like half hypothermia. Like you're pretty sure one of his legs is about to go gangrene from like the cold. Like.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like give him a blanket and try to like. Is there like a fire?
Yeah, at the back. There's probably like the setup for a fireplace.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to give him a blanket and put him near the fire.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing here? How do I get out of here? What is happening? My friends, this can't be real. Must be the mist. Nature's just testing me. But what is it trying to get? I must find a way inside. Free my friends. Do I have my spell?
You don't know. You do seem to be yourself. Like when you look down, you're dressed like you. You have your own body. You have your own inventory. but everyone seems to think you're Drawl. So, like, to them, you look like Drawl, but you seem to have all of your stuff. So, presumably, you have your spells, but you'd have to, like, test.
Okay,
You didn't
I'm
wake
gonna
up in a
turn-
white
I'm gonna-
dress.
I'm gonna try to turn into an insect, like some kind of snow.
You succeed, yeah.
All right, and then I want to like make my way back toward the gates, and then wait for it to open, and then try to sneak in as a snow.
You wild shape into, like, a snow beetle or something.
You know,
Yeah,
is that even such a thing? Is there a snow beetle?
yeah, sure.
There is now, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna wait or see if I can figure out a crack in the
Yeah,
stone and try to
you don't have
crawl
any
in.
trouble sneaking on in as a beetle. When you get inside of the fortress, you immediately hear the echo of screams, and you see some elven female, like, bloodied in the nude, running down the hall, and one of the orcs, like, grabs her and starts to drag her back into the room, and she's like, "No, just kill me, please, just kill me!" And then the door, like, shuts and locks.
Okay, I'm gonna search around for my friends.
Okay. Grim Legion, everybody.
Aptly named.
These aren't your cartoon orcs. These aren't your Saturday morning cartoon orcs. Yeah, so... all this time that Gron's been telling the party how bad they are, I didn't want to do him a disservice.
I appreciate that, yeah.
It's pretty fucking bad. So yeah, you search through. I mean, they're basically like a racist dictatorship. It's like Genghis Khan's horde, but a million times worse. Because it's like, to them, anything that's not an orc is just like cattle, like nothing, no human rights. Period. Like, they're just food or whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So give me like a perception to just search the immediate area in the stone fort.
They must know the answer, or at least help me break out. Alright, perception, please. Give me justice, orc justice. I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Using my character here.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you search and search as a beetle, and eventually your little beetle enters the prison cell. So we're gonna go like a minute ago. So Rylian, you start to wake up in like a freezing cold metal cage. Like, it's so cold that your skin is almost like sticking to the metal, and you're in like rags.
What the fucking hell? How did I get here?
You see Tath and Victor like unconscious next to you, also in rags, and then there's a bunch of other slaves in here too.
I'll like try to shake Tath and Victor and see if they wake up.
Yeah, you managed to get them up. Yeah. So Tath and Victor, you guys are shaken awake by Rylian.
Yeah, Tath's immediately shocked at how cold it is.
Yeah, it's really fucking cold.
Next thing she notices is her outfit. Like, God, how many outfit swaps am I gonna have through this whole ordeal? God damn it.
The hell are you talking about?
Yeah, Rylian just passed through the fog and then woke up in a cage. like, cause he was the last one in, so Rylian just went in the fog and then he was in a fucking cage.
We must be in Gron's part of it.
It feels as cold as such.
Yeah.
Are there orcs around us?
Yeah, there's a couple of orc guards by the wall, and you see like a little white beetle along the floor, like, come in. Gron, you're
How
in
long
here as
have
a
you guys-
beetle.
How long have you guys been in here?
In here? Just woke up.
Wait,
If you mean
What?
like in the mist. Entirely, this is my I think my third sequence.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Alright, there are no orcs in this room, right?
No, there's two. There's two guards standing by the wall.
Okay.
So yeah, it's interesting. You guys went in order, and it seems like time in the fog doesn't like behave quite like normal time, because like each person who entered the fog, that like moment that they entered before someone else translated to a pretty good amount of time. Like, you You definitely get the impression time moves differently in here.
Can I like get to the prisoners and not have the guards like see me, or what's
I mean,
the
you're a beetle, so you can. There's a big metal cage in the middle of the room. There's a bunch of metal cages. There's 2 guards standing by the wall. There's only one way in or out, one door. One of the guards has a key loop hanging from his belt. Both of them are armed with big, fucking like urukai sabers.
Okay. All right, I want to like crawl through the cage and like tap on Rylian's foot.
Really, and there's a beetle bumping into your foot.
Really like kicks the beetle off of his foot. He's like, "Fuck, get out of here! Jesus! How do bugs live in this cold?"
I'm gonna start doing a little dance, like a jive bug dance. Like there's.
Gotta hope that Gron's dealing with whatever his trial is, so we can get out of here and maybe into a warmer climate.
I'm gonna start break dancing.
I have no idea what's happening here. You keep talking like there's different things happening.
Yeah,
Yes.
Victor and I were in the capital first. We were fighting off some assassins, and then we were in the Hall of Heroes, I think.
And then my grandfather tried to kill me.
And that happened, yeah.
Alright, I'm not reenacting the entire movie of It's a Bug's Life. With, like
Alright,
props
somebody-
and scenes and
So, all 3 of you make a I don't know, a perception. Just give me 3 perceptions to see who connects the dots. Okay.
It ain't really him.
Goddamn beetle won't leave us alone.
So, Victor, that beetle is acting with precision and grace that you have never seen from a beetle before.
Can I
You're-
use
you're-
my sense of smell to like tell that it's
Yeah, sure. It
Gron,
smells like
okay.
it smells like Gron.
like
yeah.
oh that beetle's Gron.
Oh, what's he trying to tell us?
I'm not sure.
One of the orcs stomps up to the cage and slams his saber against the bars. Shut up, meat!
I'm not meat.
That really pisses him off.
Tath will reach forward and like gather up the beetle and just sort of hold it in her, like keeping it away from the other orcs.
You want me to cut your tongue out?
No, what I meant was I'm not alive.
What?
He'll like lift up his gum and show like a fang.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm not
he calls the
human.
other guard over like, fuck is this? They whisper, and then one of them leaves to go like
Alright,
ask the supervisor what to do about
I'm
that.
gonna fly down and outside of the cage and shapeshift.
Oh, okay.
Once the guard leaves, I'll shapeshift.
One guard left. One's still here.
Okay, that's about as good as I hope I can get, I think.
Okay.
I'll sneak off to like the corner of the room so maybe he won't see me, and then I will transform and then immediately summon a spell. As soon as I'm done transforming, hopefully he doesn't notice me.
All right. What do you do? What do you cast? Yeah, you're out of his line of sight. He doesn't see you.
Yeah, I need some backup, so I'm gonna cast summon animal, and I'm gonna summon one of my wolves.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll get a wolf out here with me.
Cool. So what's your plan here? Are you just going to attack the orc, like you and the wolf? Because you know the Grim Legion orcs are like really
No, they're
pretty
tough.
scary. Yeah.
I don't know what else to do to try to free my friend.
Okay. I mean, I can set up a battle map for you, but the tundra is a pretty high level area. Like you're not sure.
Yeah.
You're not sure you can brute force this. Like that might not really be a viable solution.
Okay, well I'll keep my wolf then just to get my since I'm the Beastmaster, they'll know. And
Okay, yeah.
I'll walk up to him then, like I'll open the door like an inch and then slam it as if I've entered the room while I wasn't looking.
He
And then-
turns and goes, What are you doing in here, Beastmaster?
What I got earlier was not enough. I need more substance. I've here to come pick it out myself.
You think you could just walk in here and take any slave for your mongrels?
I'll take a weakling one. Don't worry. I'll leave the best for.
Fine. Take your pick,
Okay. And,
but not any of the pretty ones.
pretty ones.
War leader likes the pretty elves. He likes to break them.
I guess
Alright.
he needs out.
Tath reaches up and ruffles her hair up a little bit.
I walk up and like put my face up right up to the cage, and I'm gonna be like, out of here, earshot, like, what the hell is going on, and how do I stop?
It's a good thing KL isn't here. He likes the pretty elves.
I'll have a word with this war master about the pretty. What are we doing here? We can't fight these guys. How can we escape?
What the fuck are you talking about? This is your trial or whatever.
I don't know what I'm being tried with. I'm living my dad's life.
Figure it out so we can get the hell out of here.
Face down. Ah, quiet, meat.
I'll fucking kill you!
Oh, we have a feisty one. This one will feed my bull. I'll take this one.
Okay.
Tath will lean and whisper, Gron, you're the Beastmaster here? Use them.
What? I have like 4 wolves. What are they gonna do? Like the Hobbit movies where I airdrop bears from the sky. I've got like 4 wolves.
I don't know then. You know these people better than we do.
I have a feeling they won't eat me, so I'll be fine.
They might just kill you though, or use you as some kind of torture experiment for fun.
I mean, I'm a dude, I'm a vampire. I like my chances.
All right.
I don't-
Well, seriously, how did you guys get out of your vision?
It just
What
kind of
vision?
I
materialized.
I died.
Yeah.
You died. What happened to you? You talked your way out of it? I've tried.
Yeah.
Threatened
Well, I
the War
mean-
Master. I almost got killed. Talking didn't do good. Fighting isn't doing good. I don't know what to do.
You need to figure out why you're here. Why is the mist showing you this out of everything else it could have shown you?
I don't know. I've never even really been here before. This isn't even.
Well, figure it out. I don't know you.
I mean, there's a
Whoa.
small frozen naked boy in my tent waiting to be eaten by wolves. Should I just go feed?
No, I wouldn't do that.
That's what my dad would do. Why wouldn't I do it?
Because you're not your dad.
Well, I've been doing not my dad things, and look where it's gotten us. You threw her in a cage, now it's the beetle doing a tap.
Do you think your dad would become a beetle and do a tap dance?
Why not? Alright, well, I'll take one of you. We'll go back to my tent. We'll figure it out. Who wants to come?
Take Rylian.
I like my chances better in here.
Yeah, the guard is like, that one's talky. You take him, feed him to the wolves.
Okay, I'll take him. Come on, let's go.
That's what you get, meat.
Tath will say to Rylian, yeah, meat.
What? I
Sorry.
think she wants to get eaten next.
Sorry, I had an Eris
yeah.
moment there. I'll be quiet.
Sign her up next, Celestial to the orc. Put her first on the. There you go. Sign her up.
All right, so you and Rylian go back. You
Yeah.
you like leave the fortress. Okay.
With my wolf, yeah. I'm like, all right, Wolfie, let's go.
As you're leaving the fortress, the guard that you lied to earlier, you walk past him.
I'll just
with
act
Rylian and the
nonchalant.
wolf. Yeah, and the guard is like, wait, what?
You're not very good at your job. I just walked in. You're in your butt. And I'm just gonna keep walking back to my tent.
Okay.
He's gonna do his best to like keep his head down and look like a slave.
The guard looks really pissed, but he doesn't leave his post, presumably because leaving his post could get him killed. They're not super forgiving here about not doing your job, so he wants to pick a fight with you, but he's like, I should stay where the war leader fucking told me to be. So.
I'll lead Rylian back to my tent where there's a bunch of hungry animals and
Alright.
a tiny scared child
Yeah,
with gang.
you head to the tent. There's about 10 dire wolves tied to a post. There's some kid in a blanket by a fire.
Look at, he's so happy. But if what you're saying is true, I should just.
Look, buddy, I haven't been through one of these yet.
This
Well,
is my first
time to learn
rodeo.
on your feet. It's good practice for your hellscape.
I don't know why you brought me along.
I don't know. It's part of the role play. I don't know. Gotta be useful. Think of something. Use your brain of yours, not your fist.
No, what do you think these are for? I don't do a whole lot of thinking.
Well, I don't do a lot of thinking either, but we
Well, they
had
were a
this-
bunch of dumb fucks, huh?
Alright, maybe I should just kill the kid.
I don't know. What do you know about your dad? You're your dad, right? That's what you said.
Well, not a whole lot. He was part of a Grim Legion. But he actually had like a good heart. He wasn't really a normal orc. But he did what he had to survive.
And how long ago was this?
I don't know when this is. I was just a younger orc when he died. I don't know.
Where are you?
Outside the camp with my mom? If I'm even born yet?
I don't know. Find your mom or something. I don't. How am I supposed to know your vision?
I guess. What do I do about the kid? You take care of him. He's your problem.
God, how am I supposed to take care of a fucking kid? I'm also food here. Remember?
I remember. Quite loud food.
Why the hell did you even take me out of there?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, want me to take you back? My wolves did not like this one. He was not seasoned. I'll take the other one. One at a time, everyone out here.
Look for something important. Something that means something.
Alright, I'm gonna search my tent.
I don't know what I'm doing. We're on 2020.
I'm gonna-
This is your backstory meaning.
You can see, I don't fit in here. That's the point. I don't like it here. I hate this place. I hate it with every fiber of my. I want to search my tent for something important, like love letters to my mom, pictures of little old Gron or something. I'll search my tent.
Give me a perception.
Help me look. Look under my pillow.
Alright, I'll help him look.
I really didn't do
Okay.
so well with perception in this last roll.
There you
Alright. Collectively, you guys find that under there's like a big slab with like fur on it that you think might have been like Drawl's bed, and you move it, and there's like a secret tunnel under it.
go. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's go into the tunnel. Can you see in the dark?
I mean, kinda.
Okay, just follow closely.
Okay. You head down into the tunnel and you start to follow it, and it leads for a ways, and then it opens up. And it opens up into like a kind of like an ice cave. And as you walk through the ice cave, up ahead, you see the cave opens up to some kind of a village. It feels like you went pretty far, like to the opposite side of the mountains.
Wow. Okay.
So it was like a good long, like 15, 20 minutes to get to the other end of this tunnel cave system.
There's a village down there. Should we go down there and look?
We underground.
No, I mean you emerge. The tunnel was underground, but you emerge.
It's like a underground tunnel shortcut.
It's like the tunnel went through the mountain. So this is like on the other side of the mountain. There's some kind of a village.
Let's go to the village. Must be it.
Lead the way, my
All
friend.
right, I'm gonna run to the village.
All right, you pretty much immediately recognize it. This is the village. Like this is your mom's village. This is like where you grew up.
Okay, I'll look for the town's shaman then.
Okay. Yeah. Did you give me him? Oh, is that her?
What?
Who's the town shaman for your hometown?
That's my mom.
Okay, it is her. Okay, well that was what I was asking. Yeah.
Dominant healer, yeah.
Got it. Got it.
I should have said that. My mother, not by her occupation. I'll search
Yeah.
for the accountant. Yeah, I'll search for my mother.
Cool. Yeah. Alrighty. What was her name again?
It was Medra,
Medra.
and she's
Yeah.
the ugliest looking woman you've ever seen.
Well, you look for a while, and yeah, you do end up finding Medra by like a fire.
Okay,
She's like tending the fire.
I'll approach her cautiously. Does she recognize me?
Yeah, she does. She recognizes you and goes, you're back. Did you bring one?
Bring one what?
A refugee.
Oh, right. This is weird. It's me, Gron.
What are you talking about, Draw?
Are you with child? Have you had a child?
What? No.
Oh, well, this is awkward then. Ignore that. Yes, I brought this refugee. His name is Rylian. He's a good...
Oh. Well, Rylian, welcome to our village. You'll be safe here.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna have to go rescue some more. I'm gonna have to leave again.
Safe travels.
And Medra, I love you.
I love you too, Matt.
Aww.
All right. So
I'll head back.
you head back.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I can't get two other friends. Maybe I'll tell the tiny boy, hey, take the tunnel down there. It'll lead you to a village. Go talk to the... She'll be
All
here,
right, so you head back. So Rylian, you're just in this village now.
Welcome to the Orc Village.
I guess I'm just hanging out here as a refugee.
You hear someone cry out from the mountain nearby. This is for Rylian. You hear someone cry out from the mountain, like a scream.
Who is it?
Well, do you look?
Absolutely.
Okay. When you turn and look, you see up the slope of the mountain is a temple on fire. And the mountain doesn't look snowy anymore. It looks like a mountain in the highlands. And the temple looks like your temple.
Oh, here we go. I guess I'll make my way toward it.
Alrighty. As you start to make your way up, it begins to rain. A storm grows, and there's like torrential downpour. Despite that, the temple is burning very brightly and filling the sky with smoke.
Does it look safe to enter?
Alright, you guys aren't in a cage anymore. I'll get to you.
I was gonna tap nods. Like, yeah, that's what I thought. So,
I'll get to you. It looks like you could force your way in there. Yeah.
Alrighty, I'll make my way into the temple by, I'll climb over the wall, try to avoid like the burning doors and stuff.
Mm. Cool.
Do I see people? Do I still
Yeah.
hear screaming and stuff?
Yeah, when you get inside, you don't hear screaming anymore, but you see bodies like burning all around, and they seem to be not only monks from your temple, but also monks from the Crane School as well.
Can I make my way to the last place I was before I like ran away?
Yeah, you like didn't you fall?
Yeah, I like fell from the walls and fell down the mountain.
Yes, you can absolutely make your way over there. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming this is like the aftermath of what happened. So I'm gonna look for like anybody I recognize. I guess specifically my friend Cartana.
All right, give me a perception check.
And he's gonna shout out, Cartana!
You spot her. You spot her body slumped against one of the walls.
Shit. He'll like rush over there. Check the body. Like see if there's like a pulse, if she's still breathing or anything like that.
Her pulse is really slow, but it's... She kind of grips your arm, goes, Rylian?
I'm back. I'm here to help. What happened?
Where were you?
I fell, but it's okay. I'm better now.
Her breathing stops.
Can I like perform CPR, try to help her?
Are you trained in medicine?
I sure am. I'm actually an expert.
Wow.
Give it a roll.
Dr. Rylian pulls out his stethoscope. Nurse, hold this.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Alright, you do your CPR, and you manage to stabilize her, but she's unconscious and in critical condition.
I'm trying to like hide her somewhere far away from like flames or anything that could hurt her. Hide her away somewhere.
As you're moving her, you pass the statue of your master, and the head has been knocked off and is on the floor in front of him.
God damn it. He's like, is this just a fucking dream? Tell me this is a dream. And he'll like pick up the head.
The head speaks. How could you abandon us, Rylian?
What the fuck? Like drop it on the ground.
Yeah, the stone head isn't moving, but it's his voice.
How was I supposed to do anything? What? It's not like I tried to leave.
You really think that if you came back with the herbs, everything could go back to normal? You deserted us. The school is gone.
I know that. But what else was I supposed to do?
It's because you were weak.
I know. He's gonna go back over to the head, pick it up, like try to put it back on the statue.
It's because you were weak.
I
You
know.
hear the voices of like other dead monks chime in. You were weak. You were too weak. And then you hear a deep voice from behind you in the flames. It's because you were too weak to protect them.
I don't need this from you, man.
We're not buying!
He talks so casually to the gods.
Look, you think I don't get that already? Like, you don't think I look back on this day and feel like shit every time because I couldn't protect the people I cared about? Like, I don't need this. What?
You thrash and scream against fate, but deny the power that would allow you to control it. You regret, but you don't act on your regrets. You don't learn from your mistakes.
What do you mean I don't act on my regrets? I train every fucking day.
Slow. Useless. You'll never catch up like that.
Catch up to who?
You think you have all the time in the world. Your world's running out of time.
Are you talking about game over? What do you know about it?
If you keep rejecting me, Rylian, your regrets will only grow. In time, regret is all you'll have left.
You know what? I don't need your power. Whatever you think you can offer me. I'll show you. And he like rips off the bandage that's like hiding the hand on his wrist. And he's like, I reject this.
Then show me, Rylian. And Tath, Gron, and Victor, you guys start to wake up in the ashes of the temple. Your head's pounding, but you're fully equipped and you're full health. You just don't know how you got here.
Oh god.
Is my wolf with me?
How long is that spell?
No, your wolf is
Time
probably-
is mysterious in the mist, dude.
Oh, your wolf is not. I'll give you a fucking.
Yeah. Fine. Really? Why is there a god of murder in front of us? What did you do?
Look, don't ask questions, alright?
Oh, okay. So don't beat up some old guy. He's too powerful. But god of murder, we're okay to go downtown.
My.
Is that your master, the headless guy?
Yeah, that's him.
We may need to add super glue to your shopping list.
It's all been a fucking waste.
You didn't even have to roll initiative. First of all,
Sorry, I'll add my +2 bonus to my initiative.
there you go.
Tath grits her teeth and just says, I'm not going to die here. There's something I need to do. And she's gonna roll.
Hey, where's my wolf?
Let me go get your fucking wolf.
There come Nelly.
Do I might already have a stat block for wolf. I feel like I do.
Yeah, you've used him several times before.
Oh yeah, here he is. Okay. Here you go. Where's your wolf?
What?
Nice!
Love it.
Oh, that's great.
I was expecting the dark emo vampire wolf, but I picked the Mark wolf.
Had to be a
Well,
winter wolf.
You summoned a winter wolf, yeah. So.
Ah, yes.
Hello.
All right. You have a wolf.
Thank you.
Alrighty. He lets out a black pulse that fills the room. Everybody give me a will save.
Oh my.
In Scruffy?
Nice,
Nice.
Victor.
Victor is killing it.
Dang. Okay, wolf, not so good.
Ooh.
Oh no!
His head explodes.
All
So
that time.
it's actually quite appropriate because Gron failed too. So Gron and the wolf turn like pitch black with red eyes.
Uh-oh.
Alright, really?
Rylian looks at Gron. He's like, buddy, you okay? He's like holding his head, and he's like, "What did you do to him?"
Yeah, Gron isn't talking now, and he definitely seems aggressive.
And then Rylian is going to take his stance and run over to the murder god and try to like punch him in the knee. Like,
Give him back! You
Give him
did
the
this!
shins, yeah. Fuck you, bitch.
He's just gonna like flying kick his knee or something. Yeah.
Alright, we'll go for it.
33.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Do I hit a god?
Well, let me see here.
He's not the actual god, he's the misinterpretation of the mental image of a god. So probably no.
Fighting my own weakness.
He's the
Right.
visage.
Yeah, you barely hit him.
Oh, nice.
What? Oh shit. Oh,
Nice.
God.
Look at this.
I kick him in his knee for 18 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, there's 18 damage.
Fuck! Oh, there's no fucking way.
Even God
If you zoom in enough, you
Did it move?
Yeah, if you zoom in really close,
Oh,
you can see it.
fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Almost there.
Shit.
It'll also be Dolgren's teleport when he hits 20.
Yeah.
And the whole time, Rylian's just like, "You're gonna pay for what you did to my village."
Alright, Victor.
Yes, he will, but not today.
Victor is gonna like move like there, facing Gron, and just kind of hold his shield up and be like, "You okay, dude?"
Alright, Tath.
Seeing Rylian take the lead, Tath will move up to here and swing at the murder god.
Murder God could really work on his posture. I think it's like a little. dope.
That misses.
Yeah, figured. Okay.
Yeah, the 33 was pretty close, actually, to his
Oh
AC.
god!
That was pretty close to his AC, yeah.
Okay. That was my turn. That was double move and attack.
Alright. So, Gron. Go ahead and,
What is your bidding, my master?
you're gonna, you are filled with complete uncontrollable hatred for Rylian. Like, Rylian is the leader of the Grim Legion, and this is your chance. Like, do everything you're possibly able to do to kill Rylian.
Alright.
Using all resources available
I'm
to
gonna
you.
stick Scruffy on him. Scruffy!
Okay.
Throw it out. Make him bleed.
Yeah, the dog definitely is gonna go for it. So, probably misses.
It's a miss.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to Tempest Surge him.
Okay, give me that reflex save, brilliant. Fortunately, Gron got controlled, so no one has to worry about anything.
Oh, God, powerful.
Oh god.
Oh
He
no!
failed.
Oh,
It was
shit.
clumsy 2 persistent damage, and 11 electricity damage.
Wow, that's actually
Ouch.
quite a few.
And then the wolf missed. Oh, he missed already. I didn't see him miss.
Persistent damage and clumsy.
It's such a strong move.
Clumsy 2 for 1 round.
Persistent electric. Sure.
God, he's the best character. All right. Alrighty. The murder god turns his spear around and holds it above Rylian, aimed straight down.
Oh, God.
Really? We need to get out of here.
And he just kind of like brings it straight down on Rylian.
Glimpse of redemption. I don't think he's gonna repent.
Glimpse of redemption.
Redeem yourself.
An attempt was made. I mean,
That does technically work, yeah. So yeah, as the spear's coming down at you, how would you defend yourself from this? Like, what would your reaction be?
Try to dodge, I guess. I mean, like, do like a whoa.
Like, trying to just avoid it?
Yeah, definitely not gonna try and like block it or anything. That's for
Gorham
sure.
Right.
gets flashes of the life that he could have led as like a farmer or charity worker.
soup kitchen work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feeding the homeless and being adored by the people for it.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's a deity.
Hmm.
That's a heck of a crit.
I think he hit you.
I think that's like twice my AC. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he just brings the spear right down on Rylian's body, and it just the spearhead is like 4 times your height, so it just kind of like rips right through you and into like the ground behind you.
At least he's weakened, right?
Good thing I'm not full health.
Reduce the damage by 7.
So, Rylian,
Am I dead again?
you guys all suddenly wake up in the fog, like laying on your backs in the grass.
Maybe we should have run, Rylian.
You know what? I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah. You ever had your veins set on fire?
Did we win?
I'm sorry for what I did to you. I lost my head.
I know it wasn't your choice, buddy.
We're alive. I don't know if win is the right word.
You're still taking that persistent electrical damage, so who knows how long. Forever.
Did y'all hear that?
There's this weird sound of birds, and the fog is sort of cleared around you to reveal this this pool of glowing water in the center of the fogwood.
Guys, I think we made it.
Yeah, Tath will stand up and approach it slowly.
Okay, yeah.
Be close behind.
Mhm.
You see a glowing shape begins to step up out of the water. It looks like this.
Gorgeous.
Hey there.
Tath is kind of like stunned in place for a moment.
They're
kinda-
just gonna bow.
Yeah, it's kind of standing on the surface of the glowing pool, and when Victor bows, it bows its head as well.
What a magnificent and beautiful creature.
Tath will set her weapon down. And stay,
Gron, do you know this
stay
guy?
down as she does that.
I don't know. Do I know this guy? Is he one of my friends from nature?
Suddenly, the vision before you of this like glowing elk, it dissipates as though startled, as a crossbow bolt like shoots between the trees and like sinks into a nearby tree trunk.
Tath stands up, like twirls her her weapon, to ready for a fight.
Who's there?
I've been waiting for you, monster. And you see a man hunkered down among the trees. He's like reloading his crossbow.
And Tath
Just gonna raise his shield.
points between Victor and Gron and goes, "Which one?"
Hey!
Unfortunately, I think this one's after me. Ah, I get
Know
it.
this
This
guy?
is... Unfortunately, yes. We've had the displeasure. You know, we let you live. You didn't. Then this is how you spend your second chances?
You also see a very tall man behind him in like a long black cloak with a big black hat, and he looks like this. Take caution, Henrik. This is your first vampire hunt.
So you know what I am.
Your kind knows me as well, the man in the cloak says to, or in the jacket says to Victor.
Well,
They
I don't
call
know
me
you.
They call me the Hunter.
The hunter?
You don't belong here. Any vampire who steps foot in the Allied Kingdoms is my prey.
Where were you when there were vampires to be hunted in the capital?
Hmm.
Victor had to
Never-
undergo the transformation in order to stop them. Where were you?
It's a big kingdom.
I can't wait.
I get this. I just like turn my back to these guys and I'm like, you know what? This is the dream. We think we're woken up, but we're not. We're still sleeping, and then we'll wake up again a second time. It's all part of the mystery.
You goons got a problem with my friends. You're gonna have to go through me first.
Victor is gonna speak up and be like, I am a Van Helsing. I am not one of those vampires.
Have we used our resources now? Like, am I down a level 2 spell? All my focus.
So no, you guys were vividly hallucinating. You have all of your resources.
You
Oh,
still
cool.
are vividly
You're on
hallucinating.
full health with all your spells, all your focus points. None of that shit was real. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of real. It was in your head, but it didn't use up your actual real world stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a little break, and then you get to fight the hunters who've been lying in wait for you in the fogwood.
Just another vivid hallucination. Well played, Mist.
What did you guys think of the fog trials?
That was great.
That was cool. I felt like I did mine so bad, I had like no idea what to do.
Same with mine. I feel like I failed mine in some way.
You did. I was gonna say you didn't die to the assassins, but
Oh, yeah, I did.
you did.
It's not every day you get to kick a god in the knee.
Yeah,
was
I mean it was revealing for Tath. Like she knows, she knows what she's going to do next once we're done with all this.
You felt like in a way it was almost the primordial elemental was sort of testing your character, so it was less like win or lose and more like it was kind of testing who you are as a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like Rylian succeeded in that he completely rejected Gorehelm, like didn't give an inch mentally or emotionally. Victor like completely showed complete resolve in his like conviction to stay a good vampire and like do what has to be done if he ever changes. So
What did Gron
Yeah.
do well? You don't leave out before Gron.
Saved a little kid, kind of, sort of.
yeah, you kind of unveiled that your father was like you basically you were forced to experience what Drawl went through and like see the horrors of the Grim Legion for real, and you had to like show I guess like your ability to emotionally cope with that, like not just hearing or knowing about it but like being in it, in that like world and seeing the horrors and keeping your cool and like finding a way to get people out.
What about
Even if it
Tath?
was just a tiny boy and his friend. Yeah.
There were a few ways Tath could have gone about it, but in the end you did like defeat the assassins. But like I said, it wasn't really about like winning or losing. It was more just about like your strength of character put in like very difficult situations. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that was. I love learning more about the different characters and the backstories. It was cool to like live the Grim Legion, a day in the life of the Grim Legion.
So now when we come back, we're gonna fight the hunters,
Okay.
Okay.
Henrik and the vampire hunter.
All right.
Should be fun.
Cool.
BRB?
Yep.
BRB.
All right. Burp.
Yeah, I've known what Tath would do if she found out. So I'm ready for what happens next.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Tath was just following one of the tenets of her god, that there are some things that are not in your control. That's the one I was focusing on for the trial.
Basically, you could have taken responsibility or killed all the assassins. And you guys did. You got all the assassins. You didn't actually die. You went unconscious.
Right.
And then Victor finished it off, so you're good. Like...
Why do I have the feeling that these two guys are going to be the Team Rocket of me and Gron's stories?
We've already got the state heroes for that.
I guess so, but these guys seem a lot more lame than the state heroes.
You think so?
More sedate, you mean? less flamboyant, less eccentric.
Well, it does seem like the vampire hunter is probably quite a bit better than Henrik, and is just kind of using him. Like, the vampire hunter is just here for Victor, doesn't really give a shit about the rest of you. Henrik is the one who has such a big fucking issue with Gron being a half-orc. So they kind of have their own reasons. They're not really very close allies at all. They're sort of here for their own personal reasons. So this is a tenuous alliance at best.
Do you not like being held like this? Well, then don't try to steal my Cheez-Its. Okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look at this guilty face. Look
Yeah,
at
Mark, if we end up moving in with you, you're gonna have to deal with like 4 cats, so. We're all gonna come live at Mark's house.
So we have our hero points back? As
Yeah,
well?
if you spend them in there, you got them.
Alright, cool.
Yep.
Matt may have been early to the session, but he's never early from a break.
Y'all having fun?
Yes.
I hope you're okay, Jeremy, having to sorry to keep you like waiting that long.
I didn't mind. I was still interested watching other people's stuff.
Yeah. Just kind of the way the fog works, it was like I had to move the spotlight around. I couldn't really have everyone like always simultaneously in view.
No,
Just because of like the functionality of having a like dream sequence sort of thing. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't
we're
really.
all in each other's dreams at the same exact time.
No, I mean I pulled people in as I could, but yeah, definitely had to be like a little bit of soloing going on. Ugh. All right, you guys ready?
Ready,
Yes.
Freddy?
Let's unpause and roll some initiative.
Oh boy.
Once I have my token to select, I will.
Yeah, let's run the map.
Oh. Whoops. That should do it. Rylian,
Look at
You
that +2!
you tied with Henrik.
Ah! Feet is already
yeah.
coming into play.
Wow, look at that.
You instantly get to use your feet.
Nice.
Instant value.
Yeah, you would have gone second. All right, cereal man.
All right. Rylian steps up to defend his friend.
Oh, how
So-
valiant.
So
no
brave.
Fresh out of a fog hallucination.
You're an inspiration to us all.
Still feeling a little weird.
He's a little woozy still, but you know
Yeah.
what? He's gonna be okay. He stands there to block off between the path of the brambles or whatever those are.
All right. It's
And
like
he-
trees, yeah.
And he takes a defensive stance before punching this dude in the gut.
Get
Like, back off, my friend, dude. 32.
Ooh.
Oh, you hit him.
Does the crit.
It doesn't. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it does.
30
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
And he pulls his fist back and he's like, I found a newfound resolve today. That's my turn.
Very well then. If you're going to defeat this half-breed, that makes you my enemy as well. And he is going to hunt prey on Gron. And then he is going to use his repeating crossbow to he's just like shooting around, like even as you're punching him, he just like shoots over your shoulder at Gron.
I don't think this guy likes me very much.
All right, and then that's -5, so it's 17. So that was his double shot ability. Then he's gonna shoot one more time normally with a -10. So it's 22.
2 does hit.
All right, so he actually got a hit. What did hunt prey at? Is it a D6 or a D8? You're like muted.
Yeah, she's eating in
Ah, makes sense.
deadly combination.
I'm eating cheese balls while trying to fend off a cat.
I can
Yeah,
look it
just
up
look it up. I've got. Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. You're dealing with your own battle right now. It looks like it's 1d8. Yes, so you take 15 damage, Gron.
You claim there's a guardian nearby to shield me from the damage.
I can't. The enemy's not within 15 feet.
Oh, I forgot about that roll. Okay. Oh, Lord.
So the vampire hunter swiftly flies up to Victor in his long black coat,
How'd he get there, Zan?
So quick.
and along. What do you mean? How'd he get there?
Did he fly over the things?
He went through them. It's like trees.
Oh, okay. So he
He went
did
between them. Yeah. So he a long silver glaive emerges from his black jacket, and he's like spinning it as he approaches, and he goes in for 2 attacks on Victor.
Ooh.
Okay, so a 33 and a 28.
Only
I think
there's a
that's
champion nearby.
Only the first one crits.
Yeah, only the first one crits.
What's the redemption
so-
on the first one? Tath will just kind of whisper into this guy's mind, like Victor has been redeemed, as can you be.
So 18 crits and becomes 36. He also has deadly 7. So this 36 becomes 43. 43 minus Tath is like what? 7?
She's level, -7. Level 5 plus
So
2.
43 minus 7. So basically you negate his deadly, right? So it just ends up being 36 damage for the crit.
Ow!
The second hit, that's actually 14 because it's also forceful. So the second hit is...
because of the.
Oh yeah, he's enfeebled, so the 14 is actually 12.
Does
Yep.
it? Yeah, okay, sorry.
Wait.
Yeah, the second
Yes,
wasn't
the
the
se-
crit, so
the-
it won't change.
The second hit is 12.
I just didn't know if it being enfeebled with the second attack would have made the attack like miss or something.
Nah, I don't think so.
So yeah, so with like mist in front of his breath, he's like low to the ground with the glaive out, and under his black hat, he goes, "I have a lot of practice killing your kind, vampire."
Alright.
Does Victor have anything to say to that?
Victor's face.
Just give him a look. Victor just frowns at him.
Just like,
That's rude.
Okay. Tath is going to go for a trip on this guy. So that'll be this many. Ugh.
No.
Okay.
Is it reflex DC?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Well, you just barely didn't crit fail.
Mm.
DC 25.
Okay. And then I'll swing at him. That's with the -5 already factored in.
You do hit him. Yep.
Well, bam!
Nice. You feel like you didn't hit him by much, though.
Oh. Okay.
That wasn't very far away. I mean, that's not his exact AC, but that wasn't like far off from his AC.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's actually quite scary. Compared to him, Henrik is practically just a decoy. Like,
Yeah.
It worked.
yeah, like he basically brought Henrik along as just to like keep one of you busy or something. Like, the vampire hunter is clearly the real threat here.
And as my last action,
Cool.
get him, Victor.
All right, Gron.
Alright, I have no idea what to do. No idea what's going on.
Rylian shouts back that he's got this guy.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, Henrik's kind of a pushover.
I will. I'll just try to Tempest Surge. I'll roll through.
Oh! That's a lot of damage!
He passes, so he only takes 15.
Still gonna need a lot of flex
Wow.
tape for that.
And then I'll use my third action to just shield block.
Victor.
I don't know what your problem is with me, but I understand wanting to kill vampires. I'm not like the rest of them.
I've heard that before.
I'm just gonna power attack him.
It's like
Yeah.
doing alignment
Nice.
check, ya
Oh,
loony.
you totally hit him.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So, 23?
Yeah, and then raise my shield.
Pretty good damage. Yeah. Alright, Rylian.
All right. Rylian.
This poor dude.
Rylian says, "You made a mistake by trying to hurt my friends. I'm gonna pummel you into the fucking ground." And he yells out, and he's like, "Yeah!"
Save a piece of it for me!
Also, save some ferocity for this guy.
And
He's
gonna
made of sterner stuff.
flurry of blows this dude. 26.
That hits.
All right, that's a 12 plus, so 14, and then at -5, 15 misses, so -10 is my final attack. 23.
Wow.
That will hit.
Wow, that's with -10. Holy crap. Oh,
For a total of 10 damage. That's so.
oh man, that D6
11.
could have saved it.
It is forceful, so
11.
it is.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so that's 11. Yeah.
It doesn't forceful add 2 more because it's the last hit.
Yeah, so it's
third.
Does it have to
Okay,
hit though?
He had 2 health left.
Ah, nice.
No, forceful is not based on hits, it's based on attacks made.
Nice.
So
Wow.
as he's going down, he chokes out like, "You're wrong about him. He'll eat you alive someday."
And he just spits on this dude.
So he is unconscious in a puddle of his own blood now. He's like dying one.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. The vampire hunter, over his shoulder, he says to Tath, "As a bloodsucker sympathizer, I'll deal with you next. But first, this creature." And he is just going to attack. He's just going to attack Victor.
Victor should have gained 2 hit points.
You
And-
did.
And this guy's sad for being
Oh,
enfeebled.
it did? I thought. Okay.
Oh, no, not yet. I mean, go ahead and add your 2 health.
I'm adding it. There we go.
Remember your
Watch it,
2
watch
hit
it, makes
points.
it
Just put a little like post-it on your computer. Put a
I
little
mean,
post-it.
2 hit points made the difference with Henrik. Like,
Yeah.
every point counts. The
Alright,
the
so,
forceful literally put him down. Like, without forceful, Henrik would not have gone down. And then he would have gotten a turn. So, like, forceful denied him a turn, which is huge. Potentially kept Gron up. So he was going to full attack Gron with Hunt Prey. So,
And then Gatling gun.
yeah. Forceful's really good on a monk. 'Cause you get really
I get a
fucking
lot of
attack.
attacks. I realized that I forgot the flurry of blows him the first round. So
You gave it
whoops.
All right, let's see if we can. Let's see if he puts Victor down.
Oh,
It
Does
hit.
things crit?
-2 because he's sad, right?
Glimpse of Redemption.
it did make the difference.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
so
Glimpse of Redemption
it is-
reduces it anyway.
Yeah, so the 13 becomes
6.
11, and the 11 is lowered by 7. Because it's -2 for
Right,
enfeeblement
yeah.
as well. So 11 minus 7 is 4.
4.
So you take 4 damage. Alright, for these following hits, he will not have that that penalty. So this one's at -7 because of enfeebled. So he misses. And then this last one is at it's at -12. Wow, you stay up. This guy has a +17 to hit.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Like,
It's pretty good.
he's quite dangerous. All right, Tath.
Alright. Yeah, Tath was, it's like, do an alignment check. Victor's good aligned, goddammit. Oh, bam. Ooh.
You hit him.
Oh, good. Yeah. Second attack. No. And I'll attempt to demoralize him.
Okay, give it a
Just
shot.
like with the shouting that I'm doing. It's like, Victor's not the vampires you're after. Whoa!
Wow. Holy shit.
So you did crit him. What does that do?
I didn't crit him.
No, you did.
crit him.
Oh,
What
it
did you
did. Gives him frightened 2, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
That's so good. Wow.
Yeah.
do? What is that lower? What is frightened lower?
Everything.
Everything.
AC,
Everything.
attacks, skills, saves, everything.
Gron.
Alright, so here's an epic story from Gron. So he's still sparking with electricity after his Tempest Surge. Did quite a lot. And he says, no matter what crime or bloodshed has been committed today, what your companion did to the water spirit must be answered. I speak for nature. And I hold my hands together and I shoot a lightning bolt that we need 3 maps to see the range of this thing. There's 120 feet of just pure lightning. As he gets struck just as he would from the clouds. 25 electric damage and a 21 DC save. Probably gonna pass that. Oh, he takes
Oh!
25 damage!
Damn!
As I just scorched this boy.
Crushed it.
You must
So
answer to nature.
You pierce him with a lightning bolt that streaks through the forest, and he's like, ah, with his head back, and his eyes and mouth are like glowing as he's being electrocuted.
Unlimited power!
And when the lightning ends, he just like collapses and he's like smoking.
That was incredible.
Nature has spoken.
So these guys are both unconscious, dying one. What are you guys gonna do about that? You
Let's
have
tie
to
these
make a
motherfuckers up and bring them
you
back
have
to the guild.
yeah, you have to make a decision. Okay.
Stabilize the orc hunter guy.
Okay. You stabilize the Henrik. You don't know the vampire's hunter's name. He just said the vampires call him the hunter.
The hunter. Yeah, I'll stabilize this guy yet again.
You guys gonna stabilize the hunter as well?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Do you actually have rope?
Yes.
Let's look at my inventory here. Is rope in an adventurer's pack?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
50 feet of rope.
Yep.
I think we all have an adventurer's pack, don't we?
We do, yep. Alright, we've got 200 feet of rope and 2 men. We'll make it happen.
Okay, you tie him up. Do you want to confiscate their stuff?
Yeah, let's disarm them.
Has it been 2 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get our hit points back.
Yeah.
We'll take any stakes this guy has off of him.
Holy water.
Holy
in the
water,
system.
yeah.
Holy water. Victor will take the holy water.
And he can't be a self-respecting vampire. Remember, that's the only one.
We'll give him back if we can, like, talk to him and convince him.
While
These
they're
people
looting
aren't
the
worth
bodies,
convincing.
I want to tend to the pool and see if I can mend nature's wound.
Give me a sec. Let me tell you what they've got. You
Okay.
guys can decide who's gonna carry this, or if you're just gonna distribute it. It's up to you.
Yeah, while we're like tying these people up and you're figuring out what they have, I'll speak up and say, while the vampire hunter man seems to be stalking you, there are a lot of bad vampires. I don't think he's a bad man. Just like I don't think Henrik's a bad man. He's just misguided. We could use someone like him.
If they can be convinced of our side of things, then we can give their things back.
I mean, Henrik will never be convinced. He's gonna keep trying to shoot me with that stupid thing
Alright.
until one of us.
Then we leave it straight to
Mr.
you.
If I can convince Mr. the Hunter that I am...
Mr. the Hunter. That's birth certificate, Mr.
I
the
mean,
Hunter.
we've got guild character
First name
sheets.
the, last name Hunter. Yeah.
I mean, we have guild character sheets that can prove you're still good aligned.
If we could convince him, he could be a great ally to me. I want to destroy the vampires. I'm just not one of the ones he thinks I am.
So as you're searching the hunter, you find 3 wooden stakes in his coat, and then you find one in his boot, and there's also one in his hat, for a total of 5.
Tath will
So-
hold on to those.
So here's the full, like, their collective inventory.
Oh, +1 silver glaive.
I'm taking
Thank you
all
very
12
much.
of those holy waters.
I'd say we give them back if he can be swayed.
Yeah, so basically the repeating crossbow and the hatchet are from Henrik. The repeating crossbow is just a crossbow that you only have to reload every 6 shots because it's got like a big fucking canister thing.
That'd be a good upgrade for a goblin if he didn't just get.
No, the
upgraded.
goblin turned his thing into a gun. Yes,
Yeah.
not anymore.
I want to take the wreath of garlic, and it'll fit really well with my collection.
The silver glaive, yeah, it's a +1 silver glaive. The 5 stakes, 12 bottles of holy water. So yeah, whoever wants what, I guess like Victor, you can just go ahead and add 12 bottles of holy water to your inventory if you're
Victor now has 15 bottles of holy water.
cool.
Keep
But,
your
uh,
weakness
Doesn't
on
need a
you.
silver glaive.
Rylian does not need a silver glade, or that's been his heart desire his whole life.
No, I mean
Okay.
he's good without one.
What
What
did you
about
say,
Oh, I said Victor's carrying his weakness with him.
Exactly.
If somebody
And,
takes Victor down and goes like, oh wait, we've got the stakes.
Honestly,
we've got
Victor carrying holy water and stakes is not different than a person carrying a gun or a sword. Like, oh, you're holding a gun. Your weakness. The weak.
But no,
all
what I mean
humans'
is,
weakness
what I mean is like
guns.
if somebody like takes Victor down, like they have the stake and they cut his head off and go, oh, we forgot the holy water.
Okay, that's
Oh
true.
wait, look.
He does have on him the means.
to kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if I ever go rogue and try to eat you, you know.
Okay, yeah, there's that. Or if we come across some absent-minded vampire hunters that didn't bring everything with them.
I like to think they're all tied to a pin, and if the second you think it goes too wrong, you pull the pin, and all the vials of holy water
Just explode all over you.
It's also like Victor plans on hunting vampires and killing them, and
It'll be useful for
kind
that. at
of
the very least.
needs that for that.
Yeah.
So,
Do we
Then you,
loot
then
this
you may
glaive?
also want a silver glaive.
I mean, I have silver to make another sword. I just haven't done it yet.
But my shield. Glaive's two-handed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
I
use
don't
that.
see Victor ditching his shield anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I'm a shield boy. I took too many feats in this.
Yeah,
to
next time you
give it up.
Next time you have downtime, you seriously need to use some of that silver and just make your sword silver.
I do.
I don't feel like we should loot these people. I mean, nothing else is really.
I think we're
As
looting
I'm
them
wearing the wreath of garlic.
just to disarm them for now.
Okay, so Victor takes the 12 bottles of holy water as payment for him getting cut up with a glaive. That's the tax for
That's the tax.
getting cut up. The rest of it you guys throw in a sack.
Oh, except for the wreath
And
of
like
garlic.
someone,
Whoa.
right? Oh, okay, you take the garlic.
That's easily
okay.
replaceable.
And the rest of it you throw in a sack, and just someone will carry the sack of confiscated weapons.
Sounds
Is that-
good. Yeah.
that
yeah.
correct? So it's
Yeah.
not like in anyone's inventory. It's just you have it in like a bag.
Yep. Sounds
Everything
about right.
okay, Jeremy?
He
Are
just
there,
says
are there ghosts in your
girlfriend-
house?
No, his girlfriend
Yeah.
died, bro.
Oh,
Everything's all right. Give me a sec.
the ghost of girlfriend passed. Did you take out the trash?
There's no one else living here. Who's saying that?
How cool is that lightning bolt? I rolled really well with my spells. Look at my spells go.
You fucking roasted him, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Became Emperor
You
Palpatine.
And you insulted me for being the one brainwashed.
point
I'm no
blank.
longer a pleb.
You point blank roasted him. Yeah.
I'm no longer a pleb.
You okay, Jeremy?
Yep.
Okay, Jeremy's back. So, yeah. So you guys have these dudes tied up in the background. You're just gonna like leave them unconscious against a tree or something.
And Tath, like,
So Gron was gonna go up to the pool. We'll do that now.
Okay.
Let's,
Yeah, I wanna
you know,
send
one
to
thing at
DP
a one thing at a
make sure it's
time.
Okay.
All right. So what do you do at the pool?
No idea. I want to attune myself to nature, and I don't druid it back to life.
The pool is unharmed. There's like a crossbow bolt in a tree
Okay.
nearby. It almost just seems like it startled it. The bolt didn't like hit the deer.
Okay, I'm gonna speak in a language. I don't know if druid is like like Klingon or if it's more like thieves can't. But I'll try to speak druidic and try to coax it back to coming in that we've dealt with the intrusion. We didn't mean to scare you. We just
Okay.
want a word. Will you come
You
out?
you see some ripples in the water, and it looks like hoof prints in the water, and then it slowly comes into view, like standing on the surface of the pond.
We're sorry to have brought the intruders to your sacred grove. We merely came here seeking guidance. We woke up here after your trial, mistrials. I don't know whose trials they were. Bird Lady's trials.
It silently bows its head to you.
Guys, it's bowing to me, friend of nature.
Well, bow back.
Oh, okay. I'll bow back. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It kind of holds its head out towards you.
Oh, can I pet it?
Yeah.
Go under the chin.
Pet the cool. When you pet the primordial, you feel a surge of raw elemental power permeate your entire being, as if for a moment you are one with the building blocks of the universe. And it kind of awaits the rest of the party to receive their gift. It waits where it is with its head bowed.
Well, Tath will make her way over and place her hand on it as well.
Cool, yeah. One
Yeah,
with the
follow it
universe
too.
and all that shit.
One
Cool.
with the universe.
Yeah.
Am I also one with the universe?
So now that you have been accepted by a primordial, these 4 characters meet the prerequisites should they wish to buy into the elementalist archetype. Here's the elementalist archetype. An archetype replaces your class feats.
Wow,
It's like a whole new class.
that's pretty cool. I can become Avatar.
So basically how an archetype, this is the first homebrew archetype for Overworld, it won't be the last. They tend to be story specific. There's a bunch for like the Pathfinder campaign setting, but this is the first Overworld one you guys have encountered. They tend to have some kind of story prerequisite. In this case, it's being granted this power by a primordial. It's usually something like that. How it works is you can take the dedication feat, which is that first feat, instead of a class feat. Think of it like a second level feat of whatever class you are. Once you take that dedication feat, then you're able to take the other elementalist feats instead of class feats. And you could like retrain into it or whatever. In fact, at this moment that you are being granted this archetype, I will allow any of you who want to, and you don't have to, but at this moment, you can retrain one of your class feats of 2nd level or higher into the elementalist dedication, like right now, if you want to. You don't have to. It's not like the archetype is necessarily better than your class. It's just different. It's just like more options. Keep in mind that when you take the elementalist dedication, you do have to pick an element. You can't change your choice later. So it's like, if you go with fire or water or whatever, like that's what you get. And then the rest of the elementalist archetype will pull from that.
This is so hard to decide.
You don't have to, but the point is it won't take you... I'm offering like a free retrain without having to like spend a week. If this is like something you think your character would want to do.
So what exactly does this replace then?
Okay, let me go over it again.
Like class, so instead of like picking a 4th level druid feat, you'd pick a 4th level elemental archetype.
Yes. So the elementalist feats replace class feats. So in time you would take a class feat, you can take an elementalist feat instead.
They're among your options for class feats.
They are just added to your options for class feats, but only if you have the dedication feat. You have to take the dedication feat first, because it is the prerequisite for the rest of them. And you could go home and retrain this. Like at any point in time, you could retrain a feat into it, or you could even take it as your like 6th level feat or your 8th level feat. Like you can take a feat that's lower level than the level you're at. Obviously, the level is just a prereq. But what I'm saying is, if any of you are like absolutely certain that your character would want this archetype, like right now, I'm giving you kind of the courtesy of a free retrain, like immediately. You don't have, no one has to take that. Like you all can just walk away from this, and you'll still like be able to go into this archetype later in your character's career if you ever decide to. Just so I know where people stand, is anyone certain that they aren't going to do the like immediate retrain? Just raise your hand if you know you're not going to do the immediate retrain for sure. Okay, so 2 people definitely aren't. I just want to know like where people are at. It doesn't mean you can never be an elementalist. You could go into it like, you know, forever from now. Maybe at level 16, you're like, these feet suck. I'll go do the elementalist thing. Like, you qualify for it forever now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So basically, it's Rylian and Gron who are debating whether to do the immediate retrain or not, if I'm right. And I'm only offering for you to immediately retrain the dedication, not like any more than that. Up so you could retrain later.
So let's say I hit like 12th level, then would I have to take the like elementalist feat, or would I be able to still take like a?
These are
No.
added to your options for
They're
class
just
feats.
added to your options.
Okay.
Okay. So really quick, Matt. Here's how it works. You can take the dedication feat instead of a druid feat. When you do that, all the elementalist feats are dumped into your feat list for druid.
Okay.
They're just dumped into the list. Like they're just there now. They become druid feats. They all become druid feats basically. But you have to take the dedication feat.
So I would
And you
lose
can-
my 2nd level feat then.
Or your 4th or 6th. You don't have to take a feat of levels or minimums. So it's like minimum 2nd level. You could take the elementalist dedication feat at level 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 or 16. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's just a minimum. Feat levels are minimums. You know? Like
Okay.
you could take all the 2nd level feats. You could take a 2nd level feat at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Like, levels are only minimums. I know that this is our first archetype, so I know it's like there's a lot of learning.
Yeah, and I don't
here.
usually multitask in RPG or multi-class in RPG.
Yeah. But archetypes are one of the coolest things about Pathfinder 2. It's basically like prestige classes or whatever. They're very cool. They're like super specialist prestige class kind of deal. I like them a lot. They're going to be a very big part of the next campaign. So like I'm definitely going to have some in Overworld, but they're not going to be as huge. In the next campaign, I literally have like 20 of these fucking things ready to go. Level 1, you're going to have access to just a book of like, here's the 20 archetypes in this world.
Yikes.
But for Overworld, I'm going to give them to you as you like find them, basically. Like your characters will... This will not be the last one. You will be finding more archetypes as you go. Note the requirement that if you take a dedication feat, you cannot take another dedication feat until you've gained at least 2 other feats from the archetype. That's the rule across the board. Pretty much every archetype works like that. So let's say you take the elementalist dedication, right? If you find some other cool archetype later, you can't like go into that archetype until you have a total of 3 elementalist feats, the dedication and like 2 others.
Oh, okay.
And then you can go into another archetype. That's to prevent people from like piecemeal having a character who has like 10 archetypes. It is just this ridiculous fucking mess. That doesn't matter now. This is the only archetype you have access to, other than the multi-class ones. You guys do have access to the multi-class archetypes as well.
Right. A question that I have about the air.
What
thing,
up?
Where it allows you to jump 10 more feet horizontally. Normally, when you jump, you can't exceed your movement speed with jumping. Does that overrule this?
Yeah, this adds distance.
Cool.
This is just an addition of distance. Yep.
Awesome.
And I would say out of these
So-
4, Gron would probably fit in with like the air part in terms of just like role playing how he's been.
Yeah, so with air, it's like you calculate your jump or your leap, and then you add feat to it afterwards. So.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, you definitely, if you're gonna go into it, you want to think real hard about your element. You have 4 characters who have access to this now. I would say probably if multiple people are gonna go into it, I think it would be really cool if you diversified, but it's not required. I mean, you could all do air if you want to.
Yeah,
but I think it would.
I think I mean, if it's my character, I think it'd be really cool, and I think I'll go. I'll take the immediate retrain.
Oh, you think you're gonna do the
Not
immediate?
retrain 2 feats because my 4th level feat is a prerequisite of my 2nd level feat. So if I replace my 2nd level feat with this feat, I won't have the prereq for my 4th level.
Okay, I'm really confused. Let me go look at your feats.
Okay, because my 4th level feat requires Order Explorer, and I picked Order Explorer at 2nd.
I think that was allowing us to like rotate feats around in their slots.
No, it's
Or-
more like, unfortunately, his 4th requires his 2nd. So are you
So I'd
asking
be
if you
fine.
can retrain both of them, or
Both of them.
you could retrain Order Magic into the dedication. If you retrain Order, you can't. You just simply cannot retrain Order Explorer because it's the prereq for a feat you have. That's how it works.
So I'd have to turn my 4th level slot into my 2nd level slot?
No, you just learn the dedication feat in that slot. Level or minimums. It's not as complicated as you're making it. So, like, you can retrain Order Magic into the Elementalist dedication. You can't retrain Order Explorer right now because it's a prereq for something.
Right. So then later on in my downtime, I'd have to retrain, but then I couldn't retrain. Okay.
I get the feeling Rylian's going to take advantage of this.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool with the Earth
Right.
one. I mean, Earth Boy.
That's what I'm considering.
But
I'm
then
having a hard time deciding exactly what element I want to go for, though.
when
Well,
you want to
also
go
look
with
at
Earth,
look at the path it puts you on because you have to stay on like with that element on.
Yeah,
the...
you have.
Yeah.
Once you pick Earth, you're stuck with it, so you can look at like what it's gonna give you going forward. Which it's up to you which Elementalist feats to take. That's another thing. Like Pathfinder 2 it gives you so much control. You can just ignore like half this shit. You can ignore like almost all of it. You could just take the dedication and like the one you like and be done. Like it gives you a huge amount of control. But yeah, Earth gives you like hurtling stone.
You
can
can
knock-
punch people down.
Knock people
on a crit,
prone.
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
go with Earth. Yeah.
I think Elemental Motion Earth gives you a burrow speed. I'm pretty sure
Oh, there you go.
you can burrow. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I mean, it goes well with like the stance that you use and everything.
Elemental form would make you an Earth Elemental, and it would give you localized Quake as like the capstone focus spell if you like went all the way down that line. The Elemental control is like a feat chain. You have to like do them in order because they are prerequisites for each other. You can see that.
Yeah. Hmm.
So what is your so Gron? What's Order Explorer do for you right now exactly?
Order Explorer. It
Yeah.
does.
Is that your wild shape?
Trying to read up what exactly that gives me. Yeah. I think it actually is that.
Dude, you can't retrain your wild. That's so core to Gron right now. I feel
What
like
is
that's,
that thing? I'm just reading up what it is giving me.
that's such a huge part of like who he is.
Yeah, I do gain the Wild Short Druid feat. Yeah, so all I do is replace the 4th level one, which gives me the spell Wild Morph.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, you retrain Order Magic into the. I would say that's how you should go. I mean, by the
Yeah.
rules, you can't retrain something that, and it's
Yeah.
like levels or minimums. Some of you really need to get your head out of this space that you have to take each feat in a slot of that feat's level. Because even from a min-max perspective, that actually doesn't make sense. I've looked at them. The power of the feats is not like perfectly tied to their level. It's not even like if you're trying to min-max your character, it doesn't even make sense from that perspective to be like, I'll take a second level at feat at second level, a fourth level feat at fourth level, a sixth level feat at sixth level, like perfectly. Many of the best builds don't even do that. They just take the best feats, period. The level is a minimum. It's perfectly fine to take a second level feat at level 4 or 6 if it does what you want, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, if you wanna toss your wild shape, we can talk about it. But I don't know. I feel like that is so integral to Gron, like role playing
Yeah,
wise.
like Tath tossed some things in higher level, some lower level feats and higher level feat slots before, and then I did a rotational retrain. But
Yeah, I feel like Order Magic what is that? Wild Morph?
Something that I've never even used. Wild
You've
Morph.
never used it, I think.
It's really bad. It turns my hands into boar hands.
So why did you even take Order Magic?
Because I didn't like any of the 4th level feats either, and I had a prereq for it.
Well, there you go. You have an archetype now. That's like a perfect.
That's
Just
why I was
get rid of
thinking
that
doing
shit.
it. Yeah, because I don't
Yeah,
like
just
the
get rid of that shit.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do like a little swap-a-roo and take this.
It's kind of cool for Gron and Rylian to become elementalists together because they're friends.
yeah,
Oh, and if you do air, dude, the other school, Rylian
Was
trained
the
in an
air
Earth school, and the other school was an air school.
That means
And they both got like torn apart by the Red Hand. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, the Akate basically killed his master and took and like killed most of the Crane School except the ones who joined him. And then he went to the Earth School and killed anyone who didn't join him. So like the Red Hand is not the Air School. The Red Hand is the remnants,
of both.
both schools that Akate fucked up. Yeah.
Well, I'll just go there. I think if the somatic lane again, I don't like my 2nd or my 4th level feat, so I'm fine with whatever I need to.
So you're thinking air. You could also do water or fire.
Gotta be air. It's gotta go with the lightning theme. There's no shaking.
Oh yeah.
Lightning.
I don't think it ever does any lightning stuff. What
more,
does it?
more
I
a
never-
storm. You're a storm druid. How about
yeah,
that?
like a storm druid.
Yeah,
you
if
get
it's thematic with the storm part, no, it never does anything electric related, but that's okay.
you
But
get pushing
druid
gust. You can push people away from you with your weapon. You'll probably never do the weapon thing. Elemental motion air is flight.
stuff. Fun.
Elemental body, air elemental. Okay.
But as one of the prerequisites, so it's not a prerequisite. Let's say I didn't like the melee one, I could like skip that one and still take the next level higher than that. Like they're not all a prerequisite for each.
No, read the prereqs. It's listed for them. Most
Okay.
of them, the only prereq is the dedication.
Okay.
It's actually, you see it's listed for every feat.
Yeah, there's one that's elemental control at 12th level.
Yeah, there's a feat chain in there. There's elemental control, and then greater elemental control, and then true elemental control. That's like a feat chain. The rest of them are just, you take them if you like them, and you don't if you
Okay.
don't. It's the elemental control is like the focus power feat chain, basically. If you want elemental focus power, so for you it would be pushing gust, and then elemental motion air, and then disperse into air. Rylian would get hurtling stone, elemental motion earth, and then localized quake.
Oh, I get that means you gain a focus pool of 1 if you don't already have one, so it doesn't increase 1. But if like Dolgren became an elementalist, then he would get a focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Note, however, that's only the first elemental control. If you read the other ones, like greater and true, they increase your pool.
Okay.
So greater elemental control would give you +1 to your focus pool, but that's like 12th level. Yeah. I followed the Pathfinder has a pretty good, like, because there's a ton of archetypes in the Pathfinder campaign setting, I had like a very good guideline on how to build this. So I followed like their example for how archetypes work. So like what level these feats are at and how the focus stuff works. That's all using like Pathfinder as an example, like of how they do it in theirs. So it should be quite balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Gron, why is your deity Victor?
That's been since the first session.
Did you do that after the basilisk?
Yes.
Okay.
Been there the whole time.
Victor is Gron's deity.
True. That's untrue. I have like a shrine and a book and everything.
What?
Alright, well, so are Gron and Rylian taking the retrain then?
Well, yeah, I don't know about really, but I'm gonna become an air lord.
I haven't decided.
Yeah, what feat? It seems like it's very clear what Gron's gonna switch out, because you took Order Explorer because there was nothing better and you never used it. So that seems pretty cut and dry to me.
And really, you can always retrain into one later on.
Yeah, it's
that's
not
what
like you
I'm
have to do
considering.
this right now. It could just be Gron. I mean, he's a druid. He's a druid.
Yeah,
so.
it'll just be a week of downtime, or pick it on your next level up.
Yeah, exactly. You could just slot it into level 6 or 8 or whatever. Wait for a level where there isn't a good feat, basically. Like, that's what archetypes are really good for, is like, if your class just doesn't do something you
Fill it
want,
up with something.
fill it with something else. It gives you something else to do.
I'm also having a hard time because monks have a lot of really great feats, so it's
Oh,
it's competing with a lot of really good monk things, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, I don't know.
Yeah, your class feats are Key Strike, Mountain Stance. You have 2 at first level?
Yeah, but it's a human thing.
Yeah,
okay,
natural
yeah.
ambition.
And then you have Stunning Fist. Is Incredible Movement a feat?
Incredible movement's not a feat; it's a class feature, though.
Okay, get rid of the level if it's not a feat.
Well, that's the level. That's the level I got it at.
I know. I
If
want
it's not
to.
retrainable. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not retrainable, don't put the level in because it's confusing. I'm
Yeah,
guessing
makes sense.
Mystic Strikes is not retrainable either, is it?
I don't think that's a feat. No.
Yeah, no. Okay, so your feats are Standstill, Stunning Fist. Your first level feats don't matter because the dedication feat for Elementalist is 2nd level. So those Key Strike, Mountain Stance doesn't matter. What matters is Stunning Fist and Standstill. So this should actually be quite simple. Would you rather have Elementalist dedication than either Stunning Fist or Standstill? That's like
That's the challenge. I can't make that.
Yeah, I think with you being a martial class, you probably have access to really good class feed.
There's a lot of
yeah.
class feats, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna hold off on this one for now. I might decide to go into it later.
Okay. Yeah, because the dedication isn't like mind blowing in what it does. It mainly opens up the rest of the archetype for you. It's like crazy. Like the Earth one is like, it's not bad. I mean, it makes it harder for you to get shoved or knocked prone, which would be really good against the stupid fucking ninjas.
I like that I can no longer take damage, so I'm gonna go skydiving.
Oh yeah,
Base jumping.
air makes you immune to fall damage. Yeah.
My whole base jumping dream can come true now.
Yeah, I think the air one was my favorite of the 4. But Rylian's definitely more of like an earth guy.
You are a good boy, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all of the abilities they offer are relatively minimal anyway. Like it's all situational.
Yeah, for sure.
Like not taking fall damage is great, but it's also like how many times has anyone taken fall damage in the entire campaign so far? Like,
Twice, I
The
think.
assassin took some fall
like
damage. when he
twice.
jumped off the building.
Yeah, so like
I'll
it's
say
very
Una's unbreakable goblin saved her ass in that
It
dungeon.
did. It did. Una is quite resilient to fall damage, yeah.
Yeah, and Rylian's already got cat's fall or something like that, which reduces fall damage too.
Yeah, so...
Una also has that.
Oh, really?
Alright, so have we decided that that one person's taking the retrain, that's Gron, is that correct?
I'm not doing it, so.
Matt?
Yeah, I muted myself on accident when I started.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
So the primordial spirit holds its horn out to you.
You got a little horn now.
Do you touch the horn?
I will gracefully grab it.
Okay. You feel elemental energy explode into your body, and wind kicks up in a circle around Gron's feet, and it builds into like just a whirlwind of air swirling around him, like splashing the pool and causing all the limbs and the trees to groan and shake about. And then when it settles, you can still feel the air coursing around you gently, even after you like release the primordial.
Thank you very much. I will use this power to defend nature wherever I go.
It bows its head to you, and then it collapses into the pool. Like the deer just becomes water and like collapses back into the pool.
Farewell.
That was cool.
The fog opens behind your party, creating a sort of like hallway through it, back out of the fogwood.
Let's take these guys with us.
Oh,
And Rylian will grab one and toss him up on his shoulder and be like, "All right, let's get out of here."
Tath will take the other.
All right, cool. I'm gonna replace order magic here with elementalist dedication.
Go for it. I just started to try to do that and the sheet went cray, so please. Now, do I put 4th level there, or because it's a level like
Keep it 4th. What matters is for retraining. So the level is not the feat level. You know what I mean? Like the level is what level is it?
Okay.
Like what level slot is it? Because you might retrain it someday. So you have the elementalist dedication. You can choose to. You're trained in the DC for elementalist spells. You can choose to have them be wisdom, which you probably would.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trained? You're just like normally trained in primal spellcasting. So yeah, your DC is the same then for your archetype. If you ever became like expert in your spells for druid or or master or whatever, like keep in mind that your elementalist spells won't do that.
Okay.
Like they're gonna stay at trained. So
Yeah, until you take like the level 12 one, I think, or something like that.
One of the feats will give me expert or expert.
Yeah.
whatever.
yes, the greater elemental control bumps you to expert in the elementalist spell DCs and attacks, and then the 16th level one bumps you to master. So yeah, the archetype, only the archetype can improve your training in the archetype. It is like its own little class, really.
Okay. I think it'll be fun to accentuate my already existing electrical abilities. That's why I wanted to go.
Yeah, with like wind stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, you are Aang. Moving on. So you guys, it's a bit of a walk, but you managed to get out of the fogwood, and you end up on the edge of the fog at the base of the ravine, with your new friends tied up that you're just like carrying along.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how these guys got through the mist. Wonder how they got their invitation.
I'll have to ask them. Probably broke in.
It's possible they weren't invited.
They're a very rude guests.
Or the mist thought we needed to encounter them as part of our trial.
Yeah. It's kind of like for passing the trial, you guys received a prize that was given to you personally by the Primordial. So it's like theoretically anyone can go into the fog and be fucked with
voluntarily.
But like they're not gonna get anything for it, you know what I mean? Like the Primordial isn't going to meet them. So like, yeah. So that which doesn't matter. They weren't there for that. They were there for you. But yeah, if someone just wanders into the fogwood, that's like they can do that, but it doesn't. They're not gonna get the prize. The deer just won't show up. Oh, Gron, you're probably full health now. You have a fucking paladin here, or champions. So.
Yeah,
still have
I
my
gotcha.
heal spells as well.
So you guys, you're climbing the stairs. You're carrying two grown men. Give me an athletics check for the two people carrying these dudes.
Who's the most athletic? Wow, really?
Rylian is unimpeded.
Ugh.
He's like, give me that one.
Yeah, Tath needs some help, but
Yeah.
you got Victor here too. It's the muscle party, so
Yeah.
Isn't Gron pretty strong too for a druid?
yeah, he actually is.
My
Okay.
athletics is garbage. I'm not trained. I'm not even trained in it.
Oh, okay.
My athletics is +2.
So you guys get to the top. Gron, you notice that as you walk, leaves and twigs and stuff on the steps like kind of swirl around your feet as you walk, just like kind of gently get blown around.
I'm a human leaf blower. I can just walk around people's yards and keep it.
Yeah. It's the last airbender. All right.
There are
So-
no others.
Yeah. No one else has this archetype. Unlikely, but anyway. So you guys get. By the way, primordials. Who has Arcana in this, or primal? Oh, no,
Primal.
nature.
I'm an expert in
Gron-
nature.
All right, so Gron, you would at least Gron would know. Primordials are to elementals what Archfey are to Fey.
Oh.
Primordials are like the arch elementals. So they're
And
not
just as beautiful.
not quite gods. You know, Archfey are not quite deities, but they're like the super Fey. Like they're super strong. Primordials are elementals who've been alive since the beginning. They're elementals who were here when the world was made. So like that deer is super fucking old,
Ooh,
and
imagine
would probably would have fucked you guys up.
yeah.
I imagine.
I imagine a
If you-
primordial pact warlock. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's a cool idea for
I
5e.
worship the deer.
Yeah. But yeah, basically primordials are are the big elemental. They're the big old super strong elementals. Yeah.
Cool.
For some reason one lives here. Probably that primordial deer that you met is responsible not only for the fog, but like the sacred waterfalls, the flower, like all of it. It's like this super ancient, powerful water elemental that's responsible for like all of this, like all the rivers in the wheel, all the lakes, all the waterfalls, like all of it. Primordials tend to be pretty big deal. So yeah,
Well, I feel blessed to be able to have met.
it was like the patron land god of the Weald.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, very Mononoke.
Mhm.
So you guys reach the temple, and Aiko is there, and looks a little bit shocked, and goes, I'm sure there were 4 of you.
There
'Cause
were.
you have 2 guys with you now. Like,
We
what
encountered,
happened?
we encountered some intruders.
Intruders in the fogwood. Goodness. What business could they have possibly had down there?
Trying
Sorry.
to kill us.
Trying to murder us, yeah.
Well, it seems that you made it out all right. Did you receive the primordial's blessing?
We did.
Wonderful. I'm glad.
It was beautiful.
Well, thank you for coming all this way. The spirits really wanted to meet you.
Well, it was our pleasure.
I've already offered my tribute to the guild in exchange for your time. I know that you must be very busy, so when you return, your guild master will have your pay.
Oh, that was unnecessary, but we appreciate it.
Oh no, this was a quest. I wouldn't expect you to come out here for nothing. It was at my request that you take the trial. The spirits are very pleased.
Well, thank you very much. We're honored.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Be well, little lady.
Ugh, this guy's heavy.
Be well.
Here, I'll take him.
I'll enlarge Victor because I still haven't used like any of my spells, so I'll enlarge so the rest of the camp.
We rolled
So
really well
Victor,
in that fight.
So is Victor carrying the vampire hunter?
Yes.
Alright.
How ironic. He's gonna wake up and
And
stab
it
you in
is
the heart.
in his sleep the vampire is like, they call me the hunter.
Oh,
There,
no.
Mr. the Hunter.
He's having a very cool dream.
I'm the hunter.
Yeah. He's super cool in his dreams. Yeah. So yeah, you guys kind of make your way back. You're going through the Emerald Kingdom. So are you planning to take these guys back to the guild hall?
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
All right.
What else do you do with a bunch of homicidal maniacs?
I think the best way to get through to these guys will be to, Victor, for you to show on your character sheet that you're good, and explain that you're also trying to hunt vampires, that you two share a common goal.
I mean, I've already done this whole song and dance with that one, and I point to that guy and look at how well it turned up. He brought a friend and almost murdered him out.
I'd be willing to give it a shot, but something tells me he's set in his ways. I don't know. I don't think any other vampires can be good alive, though.
Why don't you drop the name of your vampire lineage? Maybe he'll recognize it.
He starts to stir, and he opens his eyes as you guys are traveling. Because I mean, it's a bit of a trip back to the guild hall.
Yeah.
And the
Really,
vampire.
like, ready's a karate chop, like.
Yeah. I mean, he's like tied up and unarmed. The vampire hunter goes, "Unhand me, demon! I shall not become one of your spawn."
I have not made spawn ever. I'm taking you back to the guild.
So, you'll keep up your disguise even now.
Not a disguise.
You may have been fooled, but I know what you are.
Tath rolls her eyes.
We all know what he is.
You don't know anything about Thunder, do you? The 12 most craziest miscreants you could ever thrown into a party forced to sleep together.
I am not what you think I am. Not in the way you think I am.
I understand that you found your way into a party that would accept you despite
I was
corruption.
I was human when I joined this party. I've only recently become a vampire.
That doesn't mean we accept him any less.
So you've all let your feelings get in the way, but your friend was turned. You can't accept it.
I agreed to turn.
Of course you did.
Volunteer.
I made the sacrifice. For only a Van Helsing can
You
beat
threw
the
away
vampire.
your humanity for power.
No,
And
I'm
sure,
actually
I've
not
seen
as
her
strong as
regenerate.
other vampires.
And, it's Velsing, not Van Helsing.
Oh, Helsing, yeah, my bad.
I mean,
Copyright.
I'm hardly gonna blame Gwen.
Yeah. I just looked it up myself. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's what she was referring to.
I'm not. I don't feel bad for missing up Xan's
Oh yeah, no problem.
weird interpretation, okay?
No problem.
Whatever. It's Velsing. It's inspired by, goddammit.
Oh yeah, I know. I just if we're trying to drop
Alright.
the name for this guy, you might recognize
Yeah,
it.
Velsing. Okay.
Well,
He narrows his eyes. So, what do I care what your name is?
you're an idiot. You claim to be a vampire hunter, but know nothing of the houses.
I know of the houses, but I've never heard of a Velsing house.
Yes.
There are 4 houses.
5.
You expect me to believe there's a 5th house and that a member of one of the houses of blood is tromping around in the woods.
Yes, and I'm hardly related to them.
And hardly tromping. More like galloping.
Yeah, more like galloping.
Or frolicking.
What makes my family, I guess, quote unquote, different is we keep our alignment. I'm still good aligned, even though I'm a vampire.
Lies.
Truths.
Show him your character sheet. You can bring it up
Only
with the advanced
downside-
interface now, can't you?
The only downside is she just has to eat squirrels and nothing but squirrels her whole life.
That is incorrect.
But close.
I mean, you do
Okay.
have a character sheet in your
Yeah.
inventory.
I'll show it to him, but I don't know if he'll believe it.
And he goes, clearly forged.
Not really. Here, someone hand me something.
You've got the advanced interface you can bring up in front of you, can't you? That
Does
people
that
can see.
say?
Yeah, are you able to? Let me see if you're able to make that
Oh.
visible.
I thought
Yeah,
um,
I didn't know I can make that like.
you said we'd seen other people like bring it up in front of them and actually be visible. I thought the
I
advanced
don't know if you
interface-
guys can do that yet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was part of the advanced interface.
You can't make your interface visible to other people yet.
Okay.
Someone hand me something. My sheet will update.
I'll hand you a wreath of garlic.
You're an asshole.
Here,
Here's his glaive.
Okay. I'll take the
Okay.
glaive, put it like on my hip or something, like in my belt.
Yeah, so it adds to your inventory. He kind of narrows his eyes.
I assure you, there are only 2 Velsings?
Velsing.
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 Velsing, okay.
This is not actually hard.
Yeah.
It's Velsing.
Velsing.
Only
And,
two
and there is
fences out
there is a handout for it too if you want to refer to it.
Like, oh, come on.
She doesn't need a handout.
Handout. Where's the handout?
She doesn't need a handout. Get this one.
Where's my handout?
It's under
Um,
characters, enemies, Obsidian Kingdom, Houses of Blood.
Oh my gosh, why is it so complicated?
Why is it under enemy? Maybe she is an enemy. Maybe this guy is telling the truth.
Here's a Velsing. Lord Velsing. There he
I'm
is.
not
Look,
looking- Oh, Velsing, okay.
And then
look how
the
cool he is.
and then the Four
He's very
Families
cool.
house handout has the info on him.
Yeah.
There we go.
You may be good now. Someday the corruption will take over. It's inevitable that your thirst consume you.
Honestly, I haven't been that thirsty. I've just been kind of doing pigs and stuff.
If it ever comes to that, we'll end him ourselves.
You may want to reword that.
If it ever comes to that, I will walk into the sunlight myself.
So what are you going to do with me then?
Turn you into the guild.
vampire?
You tried to murder me.
Well, we were also
I
hoping
do not appreciate.
we were hoping that we could convince you of the truth, and that you two might actually be able to cooperate to achieve a mutual goal.
You think these people are worth it?
I think so.
I agreed to become a vampire, so that way I could kill all the other vampires. We have a similar goal. You clearly know a lot about how to destroy a vampire. I've been a vampire and known about all this for probably, like, what, a couple weeks? A month, maybe?
Maybe a month, yeah, something like that. I've also taken an oath to set the undead to rest, including vampires. But I work with Victor on this because Victor also desires that goal.
And can you also translate this entire conversation? Vampires with orcs and me as an orc. For him, when he wakes up, it was the same thing. The pod.
I can't speak for that man. I haven't known him long. I just brought him along for this hunt. He seemed to have a bone to pick with your party.
And look, when we get back to the guild, you'll see. It accepts him, even though he is what he is.
Oh, I have no doubt they have. I don't work for the guild. Their decision doesn't matter to me.
It's the guild's primary objective to kill monsters, and you consider him to be a monster, don't you?
Fine. For the time being, I'll leave you be. But if I ever hear that you've changed, I'll be back.
I think that sounds fair. How about you, Victor?
That is fair enough. If I do lose control, I'd want someone to put me out.
Will you return my effects to me?
And Tath will nod and set down the sack of
Except
his gear.
Except the holy water. I'm taking that as payment for you nearly killing me.
Wait, we're letting this man go after what he's
Yes.
done?
I think he's seen the light.
We need more people out there that can kill vampires.
Do I think this guy is being honest with us?
Give me a perception, or I guess I'll do a secret perception. What's your?
Can I use my
What's
light of
your-
me as well?
Yeah. What's your bonus? I'm gonna roll some secret shit.
My deception is +10.
Plus
Okay,
13.
cool. You don't feel like he's lying. He's planning to leave with his stuff.
And he's not gonna bother.
Yeah, unless he Victor is turned on his word or become evil, like, you know.
And I think that sounds reasonable.
He doesn't seem to be lying. He's definitely still very suspicious. He doesn't trust you guys at all, but he's willing to accept that, like, for the time being, Victor is not a threat.
Well,
But
hey,
he's
it's a
definitely gonna keep an eye out.
It's a step in
for
the right
Victor
direction, I
turning.
think.
Rylian narrows his eyes and he's like, I'll be keeping an eye out for you.
Now,
Understood.
How about your friend? What should we
Not
do
his
with
friend.
him?
Some random guy.
As I said, he was looking for people to help him take down Thunder, which is, of course, ridiculous. I'm the only one who answered his request, only because I knew that there was a vampire in your party, and I figured he could be, I don't know, a decoy. I don't really know him.
He should have put a quest up.
he laughed. Like,
That should go in the underhanded one. Wants members to seek down other guild members.
All right, Tath will go and untie this guy.
he takes his glaive, his wreath of garlic, and his five steaks.
What do you mean?
He goes.
He
Where's
goes
my?
and I like hold up my electric hand. Don't.
Where's my garlic? Are you taking that too?
I'll give him one of my pieces of garlic, but I'm keeping it.
It's easily replaceable.
I'll give him some garlic and some onion.
Onion?
He's just holding the onion now, like.
Garlic, here you go. Without your wreath, my wreath.
Whatever. Watch yourself, vampire.
You do the same. Take some down for me.
And he'll walk off.
Rylian does this.
And as he walks off, he's kind of like trying to like straighten his jacket. And he gives the coattails like a little bit of a swish.
Oh.
Yeah, you almost hear him in the distance being like, "They call me the Hunter." It's like practicing.
Tath nods. I was like, I think that went well. I think we redeemed him rather nicely.
He like stands in the mirror every morning and like practices.
Hey, finally, my first redemption. I feel good.
Oh yeah, you totally redeemed somebody. There you go. Nice.
Happy for you. Now what about my mortal enemy?
This guy's tried to kill you twice now.
Might be
Twice,
a tougher case. I mean, sparing him again might lean him towards being convinced that you're not as bad.
I mean, I still want his help to hunt orcs. I just wish he'd stop trying to hunt me in particular.
Why don't you share the same thing we just did?
That's
with
what I said. I replace
yeah.
the same story, but replace every word with vampire with orc.
Well, he's still unconscious, so
Alright, well, it'll be like Baby Einstein, and I'll read it to him while I sleep.
And if not, hey, we get a shiny
So we can
crossbow
like
out
learn
of
it
the
through
deal.
osmosis.
Victor's gonna lean down to Gron and say, probably best that we don't let Freya see this guy again. From what she told me, she was not pleased.
I was thinking maybe we should take him back and Freya could have a word with him about his undoings.
Freya doesn't seem like the forgiving type.
I don't know. I don't have a say in this.
So you guys get to the guild hall. Do you just kind of head at him with this guy, or what?
Is he still unconscious?
Oh yeah, he's unconscious.
I'll leave it up to Gron. But Rylian's like, I really think we should just turn this asshole in.
Your call, Gron.
I don't know. You guys had a word with your Morlan. I mean, I'll wake him up. I'll cast a heal spell on him.
Okay, yeah, you wake him up. And he comes to, and it's like, ugh, let me go.
Hey, calm down.
You really want to start a scene in the middle of the fucking guild hall?
I mean, you guys are like outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're, like,
Tath's like,
outside the guild hall.
take it easy, you're still alive, and she'll cast lay on hands on him.
It's nice to see you again.
You didn't exactly spare me last time.
I didn't kill you either.
So your friends have decided this time they'll just tie me up. Gonna go hang me somewhere by my feet, let me starve, throw me off a cliff.
How about all three? I'm just kidding. Lighten up, Henry.
This time we've decided to give you a chance at redemption.
Is this really how you want to spend your second lease on life? We let you live the first time. I fixed you
Let
up
me
this.
live. Your companion shot me through the heart.
Well, aorta.
It's a miracle that I survived.
And you
The
want to
God
wait?
Price you
gave-
pay when you try to kill people.
The gods gave me a second chance to purge this world of your evil.
You can. What part of me is evil besides my tiny tusks and my green skin and my genetics?
You don't even understand how dangerous you are yet.
I do. I've seen firsthand what the Grim Legion is, and that's why I still plan on stopping it. Just like your vampire is now apparently kosher with a vampire. I don't know why an orc hunter can't be fine with. We're both here for the same thing, orc hunting.
If you understood the gravity of the situation, you'd take your own life without hesitation.
Oh, if I did that,
The Grim Legion can't gain levels. They can't be heroes. You're an orc who has a class. Your potential is uncapped. You could become the single most powerful, dangerous orc in the world.
Or
Oh,
the
and I
single
play-
most powerful good orc.
I plan to be, because I'm going to need that much power to take down the Grim Legion. And whether you're going to be on their side trying to bring me down, or actually useful and helping me kill orcs.
I'll never be on their side! How dare you!
Well, same argument I said, and look what happened. You shot me in the heart.
Listen, sir.
He looks away like he can't look at Gron's face. Like, he just him.
Tath will walk around
Rylian
somewhere.
grabs his head and he points it at Gron.
Tath
Go away!
will fold her arms and look at him and say, "Sir, we can do this easy, or we can do this real easy."
The hell does that mean?
Okay. Real easy is you leave us the heck alone, go about your monster hunting, the ones that deserve to be hunted, and not our party member that we've got a close eye on as it is. If a problem arises with him, we will deal with it. Or the easy way, we just keep you tied up, turn you into the guild, or do any number of those things that you already suggested.
Hang upside down and throw you off a cliff while you're starving. Yes.
We're not doing that.
Maybe not all of them, but that's up to you. We're
I
giving
won't
you.
stop. I know what you're going to become. I've seen it happen.
What have you seen? Nothing.
I've seen more of the Grim Legion than you ever will. It drives me nuts that you talk about them like you know them. I've lived it my whole life. I still live it.
If scum like you can be redeemed, then so can Gron.
I'll make you the same.
That's
same
what I thought too.
Make you the same deal that we made that other, the hunter. Feel free to keep an eye on me as much as you want. If I ever turn, I'll stand still and let you shoot me. But until
It'll be too late. You might already be beyond me. I wanted to put you down while it was still possible. You don't understand. I've been through this before. It's probably too late.
Did something happen to somebody close to you?
was it Freya's master? Did Freya's master have a class? Was he a ranger?
No, he was never a hero.
Okay.
He was never able to be a hero. That was kind of the point. Freya was like a hero for him.
Oh, okay.
Well, he
Yeah.
got to like level 2.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he gained like very little level
Yeah.
status.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do
Well,
anything.
tell me, what is it that you've seen then?
What made you like this? Who wronged you?
My closest friend was a half-orc.
You knew of another half-orc?
Go on.
We traveled together for years, and he like looks at Rylian.
I was gonna say, is this you Rylian's dad?
We were close friends. And he looks at Gron. One day he couldn't deny his baser instincts anymore. But I had waited too long. He'd grown too strong. Completely beyond me. I couldn't touch him. I couldn't do anything. But he didn't kill me. He let me live. He only let me live because we had been friends for so long. But he went on to pursue his ambitions, uncaring for what it meant for those he hurt. He slowly stopped seeing people as people. He's still out there today, a villain, doing what he pleases, killing wantonly.
What's his name? Where is he?
I don't know where he is now. I haven't seen him in years, but I have no doubt he's still out there.
Oh, I can't have another half-orc like that giving into ambition, baser instincts, and defacing my good name as a half. I will find this villain and take care of him, and I hope that you will be there on that day too, on my side, helping me and helping you finish what you couldn't.
By the time you're strong enough to face him, your instincts will have taken you too. You'll be a true orc. Waiting isn't an option, but I've already failed. I doubt I could ever take you. I'm not like you, all of you. I'm at my limit. I'm not going to get stronger. Maybe in a decade I might gain 1 level, but it's already too late. I tried. And now you're just going to become whatever you're going to become. And it's my fault. I was too weak to put a stop to you while you were small.
Tath
Do you
will...
think humans can't become villains? I've seen more evil humans and other races than I have half-orcs.
Tath will kneel down in front of the man and put her hand on his shoulder. And she'll say, I understand the responsibility you feel. But if you're at your limit, allow us to take that responsibility off of you. If Gron does anything, we'll take it upon ourselves to deal with it. We are leveling right alongside with him. He's not going to be able to outlevel an entire party of 11 other people. We can ease this burden from your shoulders, if you let us.
It had to be me.
Because it was your friend. Gron is our friend, so let it be us.
He killed my wife and child right in front of me. He let me live so I could feel it. The full weight of this existence, of my failure. It was my compassion and my patience and faith in him that caused this to happen. It was my weakness.
We've all had our weak moments. Don't let this be your last.
I'm going to go find him.
What, just to die?
Let me go. You won't see me again.
I hope that you do find him, and that when you do, you let us know so we can take care of him. If he's a truly powerful, just
We'll be on standby to help, if you call us.
I have no doubt you'll run across him someday, at the rate you're going. I only hope you don't join him when you do.
I'll go up and release him.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's give him back his crossbow. It seems like a very nice thing.
Yeah, he'll take his crossbow, and then he just kind of is gonna slink off into the woods.
Alright, not as smooth that one, but still not as bad as it could have been. I feel very sorry for what happened to him, though. I understand his personal stake in all of this.
I wonder what caused his friend to slip like that. I just hope it doesn't happen to me.
I don't know. It might even have been an external factor, so be careful.
We're gonna have to have
Probably
a
had
whole-
nothing to do with him being half orc, Ron. It was probably just some people are just bad.
We're gonna have
But
to
you're
have
not one of them. You're good. He'll like tap his shoulder.
Agreed.
If not, we can have a nature versus nurture debate for several hours. It'll be very. Alright, let's go check in. I think I smell dinner. I'm starving.
Cool. As you head down the stairs into the guild hall, Gron, with each step down, you feel like your feet go down slower than normal. Like you kind of like float down a little bit as you go down.
Thanks for getting used to it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's why you like don't take fall damage. You're kind of just on like a pillow of air when you go
I'm
down.
hoverboarding around.
Yeah, yeah, I mean your feet are still touching the ground, but you have a very light step now. There's like air under you all the time. Yeah. Alright, so you guys head into the guild hall.
Tath looking around for Regal.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Well, let's get you guys paid. So,
Yeah.
Quinn
Next
sort of,
me!
yeah. Victor gets 420. Everyone else gets 350.
Blazing.
That's not money.
That XP.
Ah,
Yeah, XP. Victor gets 420, everyone else gets 350.
what is this money thing that you speak of?
How much gold do we get?
Did you do your XP?
Hold on.
Yep.
Don't stay on XP. Pause. We get 350 if we're level 5,
350,
right?
standard fare.
Yep. The quest was your level, so.
Alright, experience completed.
The gold is 32 per person.
Wow.
Level 5 quest.
Yep.
I think I said that on the last level 5 quest.
Level.
Blown
level
away by it every time. What do you mean? It's 32.
Oh, Victor's level 5.
Yep.
Do.
Don't forget your 2 hit points.
Is that your last level 4 character?
Freya's level 4 still, I think.
I think Freya's level 4.
Yeah, Freya's still level 4.
Still a race to see who will get 5th on all 3 characters. My guess is it's Jared.
It's gonna be a tie, I think.
Yeah, because Freya's 4, Zara's 4, Kale's 4, and Regal is 4.
Yeah, I need 2 quests on Zara to get 5.
Freya's like almost 5.
Yeah, so Freya will get it. Yep, quest you guys are doing the logging company one,
Mhm.
and Freya's going on that, so.
Burn it!
I would.
I think Regal gets it from that too.
No.
I'm sending a level 5 character into it. I'm not getting a level 6.
Alright. You find Regal tinkering. So let's do this.
So Tath will, where is this? This is in like our common room?
Yeah, like in the back of the common room, probably.
Okay.
I would assume.
And are other people there? Nah,
Uh,
it doesn't matter.
probably not like close by. I mean, a lot of people would be out doing their downtime shit.
Mhm.
So
Well, I don't care if anybody else sees us.
yeah.
Tath will take her weapon and sort of, like lean it by the door. What you working on?
Just trying to improve this damn alchemy gun. Making some tweaks.
She'll go over and look over her shoulder at it.
What makes you so interested? You're not usually into this kind of stuff.
Never worked with poisons?
I mean, sure. What alchemist hasn't?
So, like before he can even finish the sentence, Tath will have like her hand around his neck and just like take him all the way over to the wall and sort of pin him against it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Did you make poisons for Whisper?
I made poisons for a lot of people.
Did you make poisons for Whisper?
Daffy the Duck.
I mean, any alchemist in the fucking lower district did.
Did you make the
fucking what?
And she'll kind of lift him up like a couple more inches, like just using her forearm to pin him to the wall. Like, did you make the poison that killed my friend?
Regal pulls out with 2 bombs and he's like, I will blow us both the fuck up!
Answer the question.
Victor's gonna like grab his arms and hold them apart, be like, "You better answer her."
What
Devin.
the fuck is your problem?
Did you make the poison that killed Devin?
Who the fuck is Devin?
There was a hit out on him. Whisper put
What?
a hit out on him. You were the one
Like, I
making the
know-
poisons for him.
Yeah, and probably 42 other alchemists. Whisper has a lot of people.
It was
What?
yours.
What are you
It
talking
was your
about?
poison that killed my friend.
Look, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Regal, I'm going to have to do one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do.
What, are you gonna fucking kill me right here?
She gets a little closer and says, I forgive you. Takes her hand away and lets him drop. And just turns her back.
Fucking weirdo. Victor, what the hell was that?
Victor's gonna take a deep breath of air he doesn't need. Just shake his head. Just shake his head and walk away.
It howls through your corpse. Oh.
And Tath will like just look over her shoulder to Regal and say, normally, I wouldn't be able to forgive something like that. But the reason that he was killed was because he welched on a bet, which is one of the anathemas of my god. So I can't hold a grudge against anyone that sought to punish him for it. Which is what makes this so damn hard. I want
Look, Tath,
to hate you for it, but I can't.
you hate every fucking blacksmith who's ever made a weapon that's hurt anybody you know. I'm a craftsman. What? It's my goddamn job. What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you anymore. I don't need
Man,
anything.
get the fuck out of here! Come here, try to kill me, and then forgive me.
Victor's gonna backhand him.
What? And he pulls out a potion. He's like,
No, he's gonna
What the
say,
hell was
sit
that
down and shut up.
and he goes back to his workbench. He's like, I'm sick. I'm through with this
Regal,
conversation.
all I'm saying is don't make me regret this. And then she'll walk out.
So your alchemy gun's covered in pigeons right now.
They really like you.
Just covered in them.
Hey, what's with the racket here?
Get
Oh
out
my goodness, okay.
You shoo the pigeons away, and your gun is just completely white.
Oh god.
Beth is throwing at him. He just leaves the pigeon.
It's a little bit of DM karma.
It's alright, Tath forgave him.
Pulls out a rag and he's like, God damn birds,
Right.
God damn Tath, God, fuck, piece of shit.
The pigeons are my way to give Regal what he truly deserves. Such a terrible fucking person.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a horrible person.